obvious.
I'm saying the obvious that what good is writing gonna do? But prayer is the only way to seek healing.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Baloney, what do you got, Baloney?
Hi.
Hi.
So you're saying that just praying is enough to. Andy, I don't understand what prayer does in this situation.
Okay, so let me clarify something for you. I'm Catholic. I believe that putting my faith in Jesus Christ is the only way that I will
Okay,
ever
wait, can we
be
back up
happy.
really quick?
Go ahead.
So a human died, right? So
Yes.
putting religion aside, what is your belief on that?
I wouldn't put religion aside. Religion is everything to me. My morals are
But I
built
don't
on the Bible.
understand that because you ask people to put their beliefs aside all of the time. So what I'm saying is, what was Charlie Kirk besides religion to you?
He was a very important figure. He helped get
What
Trump.
did he do?
He helped get Trump. He had a great
He
podcast.
helped Trump?
He
Is that
spoke.
what you just said?
People were
Sorry.
like, wow.
You actually broke up. I did not hear you. I apologize. You said he helped Trump.
He helped get Trump in office. He was a big MAGA supporter. I'm a big MAGA supporter. First of all, he went on college campuses spreading the truth that people don't like to hear, unfortunately, in America. He was very biblical. All of his arguments are biblical. And
But Andy, so can I just ask
did hate
like
other
you a
love.
human to human question, okay? So if I disagree, okay, so if you disagree with me, you say let live and let live, right? Like let me live and you live, right? Or is that
I'm
wrong,
not understanding.
Andy?
You restate it, please.
So what I am saying is under the Christianity, you think I should be able to live the way that I want, correct?
No.
So under Christianity, you do not believe that Jesus gives me free will.
He does give
Okay,
you
wait.
free will. He also
Baloney, where are we going with this? What was the
I think
purpose
this
of
is
you
the
coming up
idiotic
here?
My
claim.
whole point of this
Uh-huh.
is that even though you guys agree with Charlie Kirk, it is not Christianity because you should give me a choice to follow or not.
All right, no problem. Baloney, just stop. Just very simple. Charlie Kirk led to more prayer. St. George Floyd's overdose led to more fires being set and looting.
But the problem is
Okay,
like
it's that simple. So if you want to debate that, then go for it.
wait, I'm sorry, but time out. Elon Musk, can we admit that he was on drugs?
Wait, what?
Elon Musk, can we agree that he was on drugs? I'm just saying, like on
I'm so sorry. I gave you two facts,
oh my
and you bring up
god,
Elon Musk.
you guys are
address what I
doing
said.
peaches and oranges, dog.
Okay, dog.
We're
Sounds
not
good.
fucking talking about Elon Musk. We're talking about two people. Where the fuck do you get that from?
Because George Floyd was murdered.
He was resisting arrest. The police officers did what
Andy,
they were
okay,
taught to do.
you can go to Jesus himself and
I do,
fucking
my
make
friend.
this argument.
I do.
But you
pray.
are going to
I went to mass
hell.
today. I pray this
You're
morning.
going to go to hell if you agree with that shit, dude.
Oh,
All right,
You
dude.
agree with somebody
Baloney,
getting
Baloney,
murdered?
I don't think you're going to add much.
You
to
agree
the
with
conversation.
people getting murdered,
I get to
dog.
heaven through Lord Jesus Christ,
That's
not because some fucking man.
wild. Guess what? Have fun answering to Jesus, dude.
All right,
Have
dude.
fun.
All right, be good, Baloney.
Oh my fucking god, host.
All right, relax.
Oh my
relax. Don't let her get you triggered. Bolo, what do you got?
Yo,
What's up, bro? Where you from?
Baloney number 2, Alabama.
And what brings you up?
I think the reason George Floyd got that response is because the community in which responded felt like that was I mean, I don't really know how to put you in that perspective for real.
Well, you see how we responded when
They felt
one of
like,
our leaders was assassinated. It's completely different. We responded in love and prayer. They respond in violence, which is not okay.
well, so they are considered a minority. Okay, so if a
Oh my God,
minority
they're not
goes out and
minorities.
tries to make a change over a majority, who do you think would have more leverage in that situation?
All right, so
They're not
Bolo,
even
are
a
you coming
minority. There
up
are
here to
more African
justify?
American people in this.
Andy, relax. Bolo, are you coming up here to justify the looting and the fires?
Okay, so basically what I'm
Just
trying to
yes or
say
no.
is
Yes or no. Yes or
if
no.
you to an extent, I'm
Okay,
not trying to
great.
say
So
they
you're
should
coming
have
up
done that,
here
but I'm
to
saying
just
that
okay, no problem. So if a Mexican gets killed by a police officer today, do they have the right to go light shit on fire and loot? They're a minority.
No, no.
I
I'm
mean, no.
asking Bolo.
No.
Okay, so that's racist. Why is it okay for the black people, but not another minority?
Oh my god, hold on. Let me because it depends on the circumstances.
Same exact circumstance. It's a police officer on a Mexican's neck.
I'm not saying that they should have rioted. I'm saying that that they had the right to have a more aggressive approach to it just because
No, they
of
didn't. No, they
the
didn't.
situation they were in. What I was trying to say earlier is if you look at each of them as two different groups, one group has more numbers. So if both groups go
Once
and
again,
do the
why is
same
it okay for
thing,
the black people and not the Mexicans?
I mean, I don't know. We're not talking about them right now. Shit. I mean, I don't
Yeah, but
know.
your reasoning for justifying it does not make sense unless you say, of course, if a Spanish person or somebody from Mexico, the same circumstance, you're contradicting yourself.
Because we know like roughly how many African Americans populate this country, but I mean, even with Trump's border policies, there's still Mexican people and other immigrants coming into the country. So we don't know how many of whoever's coming in, especially with people that are undocumented. When there's censuses, they aren't called for, and then that's a big majority of the population unaccounted for. So we don't really know how many people are really in this country. So I
Okay,
mean,
sounds good, bro. Sounds good. I don't know what to tell you, bro. To me, just you come off dumb as fuck. Point blank. Because if you're sitting there
what
trying to justify one group of people and then I throw another minority at you and you ramble on, I don't know what to tell you. Say what? Where you from?
From Florida.
What brings you up?
I'm just sitting here listening to you guys, and you guys say that black people didn't have the right to riot in a
Well, to
sense.
be fair, this guy up here is saying you guys had every right.
Well, me personally,
I'm saying,
I'm gonna say I don't agree with the rioting, but I would ask the host this: how should black people protest,
Peacefully.
and what's peacefully to you?
You could get a group of people together, march throughout the city. You can go outside a city hall with a megaphone.
So when we do
You agree? Wait,
protest,
first, you agree that's peacefully, correct?
yeah, I agree that is
Okay.
peaceful. But
Okay, go ahead.
when we do protest peacefully, you still have governors around the country sending police in like we're out breaking the law or something.
Hmm.
So
I don't understand. I don't understand. Who's
so
we? Who's we? First of all.
I'm talking about black people.
Well, to be fair, there wasn't just black people at these rallies, right?
No, it wasn't. But the
Okay.
purpose was for black people.
Okay, but
So
like there were protests against ICE in LA and Portland and different cities, Chicago. They sent the law enforcement out. It doesn't matter what race they are protesting. If there's a large gathering, there's going to be a police presence, right? Whether it's for a rally or a protest or a football game. there's going to
how?
be a police presence. So for
But
you to
how?
sit here and the first point you make is they send the police out because there's a protest, dumb as fuck.
Yeah, but what is the intent of their
Hold on one
presence?
second. I've
It's
heard
only
your
it's
I've heard
different.
your shit. Let me hear from this guy, please.
But how people of color are policed and how mega are policed when they protest, when they have rallies and protests, is two totally different things.
Elaborate.
Elaborate how we are policed as far as black people. Even if we go to the city hall and get something saying, yeah, they said that they're going to protest this and this, and they're going to walk around and walk around the streets. And here we're policed differently. Then you can have. I'll put it like this: you can have a white protest with guns, open carry, and they are treated totally different as if black people had a protest and had open guns.
I don't see a study on that. I don't know.
It's
that
not about this, and that's the problem. That's to me, that's the issue right there.
It's not a
You got-
it's not
Wait,
going to
hold
be a
on. Let me get
study
rid of
because
this
it's
guy.
something you
Let me get
catch
rid
on
of you.
to.
Okay, I'm talking to this guy. I don't give a fuck what
when
you
you
say.
when you don't
Go ahead.
when you what I like I just said, we're policed differently. So you said you never seen a study on anything like that. The study that we've seen is from our Black history.
Okay, let's just talk about today, right? There, you're not
No,
getting
but
sent.
because
You're not getting sent out to the cotton fields this
no
morning,
no
right?
because
Okay,
the
so let's
history,
talk about what's going on today. Don't
the
give me
hi-
that bullshit
the history
about.
is why we do what we do.
Okay, so you're saying that because you guys were slaves, that gives you the right to go loot and burn
I'm
shit
not even
down.
talking about no. I'm not even going back to slavery. I'm going
Okay.
back to when we were protest and we were protest because we want, let's say, equality, the right to be able to eat in a restaurant or whatever.
Once again,
And
that's still the history. You could go to any
so
restaurant you want,
so let me ask you
right?
a question. How can you tell American history without Black history?
You tell me.
You
Is
can't.
this where you come up and
You
say
can
that
you
black
cannot
people?
you cannot tell American history without Black history.
Once again, I'm talking about. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I'm talking about today. Okay, so far you have brought up about protesting about going to being allowed in a restaurant. There's no restaurant.
No. But what I'm telling you is that when we protest, if we protest this way, you shouldn't protest this way. If we protest this way, you shouldn't protest this way. Then you say we should protest peacefully. Even if we protest peacefully, we'll still treat it like criminals.
Oh no, you're not treating it like
You don't think
criminals
so?
until you do
You don't think
a
so?
crime.
You don't think so? You know, this is the philosophy. No matter what we do, we're going to be treated differently. But you can have
Okay,
a
no
you
problem.
can
Can you name
listen.
one?
You can have a
Stop. Can you
KKK
name
member
one
walk down the
black
street.
person
No.
that was protesting peacefully that has been arrested?
In what city? In which time?
Any city in the last decade?
Oh my God! Come on, my God. You guys come up here and you can you bring out these talking points, but you're gonna sit there and try and tell me that when we protest peacefully, we're not arrested.
Once again, can you name one black person that was standing there with a sign that said, Black Lives Matter or whatever they were protesting, and the cops just swooped in and took him down?
It doesn't. You know what? It doesn't even have to be the protesting. I seen a person last week here where I live at in Florida that went to a city hall meeting that started talking and they were arrested. That it doesn't get any more peaceful than that.
Okay, and what were they doing?
Because they were calling out the city commissioners and stuff.
Okay, were they
So when they were
asked
making
to yield or to stop talking?
no, they had that you get up there, you have
So
your
somebody
team
got up at City Hall in Florida, just
and
started
started
talking, and then the
right.
cops came in and arrested them.
No, because they were making a point and they were yelling. I mean, it's their First Amendment right to talk how they want to, right? No.
Okay. I mean, if
So
you're interrupting
no, it's not. They were
if you're
no, they were
interrupting the
yelling.
business of a government, you'll
No,
you'll be arrested.
so they were yelling during the time that city commission gave them to talk.
You're
2
going
minutes.
all over the place. Okay,
No, I'm
so
giving you an example.
right. Okay, so let's keep it very simple.
It doesn't get any simpler than that.
Okay, doesn't get any simpler. Okay, very good.
So because they didn't like what this person was saying and how they were saying it, They waved up for the police to come up.
I got you.
and the
I have
police
no
arrested
clue about that case, so it is what it is. My guess is they went in screaming. They probably were saying things that whoever was running it didn't agree with. They were asked to shut the fuck up, and they didn't. Right? Like, am I right? Like, that sounds accurate. I think that happens throughout the country from both white people and black people.
It's totally different. I'm trying to explain to you. You can't see what
you're
you can't
coming
see
up
what
here
I'm
with
coming.
bullshit. Okay, it is
You can't see where I'm
2025.
coming
Wake
from because
the
you're
fuck
not.
up.
No,
There's
guy, you
nothing
don't want
I
to see
can
where I'm
do
fucking
that a
coming from
black
because you're
person
looking at
cannot.
it through a fucking white lens. That's what it is.
Of course, the white lens, of course.
Yes,
So
that's
tell
what it
me
is.
from the black lens, what is something I can do as a white man when I walk out my front door that a black man cannot in this country?
Oh my fucking god! You can ride by the police without looking in your rearview mirror, wondering if you're going to get pulled over.
If I'm speeding, yeah, I'll wonder.
No,
if
you
I'm
don't.
getting pulled
But see,
over.
that's the problem right there. That's the problem. You said if you're speeding as if you're breaking the law. We don't have to be fucking breaking the law to get pulled over.
Okay, so what does the ticket say? Black? You're getting a summons for being black?
No, they'll make the shit up. Don't act like
Okay,
they don't
make
make
it
the
up.
shit up when
Okay.
they come there.
Okay.
Come on, man. Be fucking
I got you.
serious.
So
man.
you're just one of these pity party type guys.
No,
People
and
are picking on
you put up here about this fucking racist Charlie Kirk. Be serious, dude.
I got you. Well,
Be
my
fucking
goal.
serious. The guys are fucking racist. You guys are mad because we wouldn't celebrate this motherfucker who was a fucking racist. He talked about everybody but white people.
Who was a better person?
He looked at all the problems that black people have, but he never looked at the problems that white people have.
I disagree. But what was
So
the most
name
racist
one
thing
thing
he
that
said?
he looked at for white people. Name one thing he said wrong by white
What
people.
was the most racist thing he said?
Oh God, he was on the roll. Black people were better off before the 1940s. Martin Luther King was a terrible person.
Terrible.
Yeah, he said terrible.
He was terrible.
Yeah, that's what. So you agree?
I have no opinion. I could give two fucks. So, just very directly, could you answer me? What is something that I can do that a black person cannot?
You can walk down the fucking street without being harassed.
There's no black people. Like, do you hear yourself talk?
You can walk. So you're gonna tell me that just because we walk down the street,
Literally, do you fucking?
You're gonna
hear
fucking
yourself?
tell me that? Are you gonna fucking tell me that it doesn't happen?
What doesn't happen? I'm sorry.
That we can't. That if we're either walking or driving down the street for whatever reason we're harassed. Are you gonna
I
tell
feel
me
like
that
I'm
doesn't
harassed.
fucking
When
happen?
I'm speeding, I get pulled over, and I
No,
tell the
no, no,
cops
no, no,
they're
no, no, no,
harassing
no,
me.
no. Not about fucking breaking the law. We
Like,
don't. I'm
I
telling
just
you,
couldn't imagine.
dude.
I
We
couldn't
don't. We do not
imagine
fucking
living
have, no,
life
fuck
as
that,
a
fuck
victim.
that. Fuck that.
This
There-
victim card.
No,
at
no,
some
guy,
point, you
no,
gotta
guy.
tear it up and throw
You
it
can
out.
fucking. You can say it all you want, but you cannot sit here and honestly tell me that we can't. If we're driving or walking down the street, we don't get stopped and pulled over just because we're black. You gonna tell me that doesn't happen?
Once again, I've never seen a ticket written.
And not about the fucking ticket, guy. It's just in life.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because you're looking at it through white eyes.
White eyes. I have blue eyes, but that I get the point.
Right. So when you guys sit there and don't want to be fucking have an honest debate about how different people, different races are fucking policing this country, you're never gonna get anywhere.
To me, I think you guys play the victim card, and you're a
My guy,
That's all I'm saying. Like, that's
can
my
you-
opinion, just like you have your opinion about me.
how
I
can you
just
play?
couldn't
How can you play?
imagine
Listen.
doing that.
So in your lifetime, in
I
American
guarantee
history,
you I've been pulled over more than you.
No, but you. This is the victim thing that you're saying. In your lifetime, your grandfathers, your great grandfathers, his great grandfather, there's never been a time that laws were built against you, against your race, against the white man.
Of course. I acknowledge that this country is not perfect. We have a rocky history, but it's now 2025.
And it's even fucking worse.
It's time to wake the fuck up, stop playing victim, and get out there and do it.
I can look it up. I'm gonna look right now. Matter of fact, where's my fucking?
What are you gonna look at?
How many? You say it's time to stop playing victim. You know how much land was stolen from black people?
Once
How
again,
much? How
we're going.
much? Listen, how much?
Why
How
do
much?
you keep
How
going
much
to the
wealth is that?
past?
How much wealth is that? How much? Because people, most people.
I got 100%. Okay, we'll go 40 acres and a mule, whatever you want to do.
No, I'm not going 40 acres in the mule.
Okay, how many?
When
80?
we would have our own towns, we would have our own banks. Because we didn't include another certain race, they were burned down.
Do you think that if all, just hypothetically, if I went to the state of California, right in the middle and drew a line all the way across to the Atlantic Ocean, and all the black people went south on November 1st, and all the white people stayed north, do you think the South would thrive?
I know as fuck if we had when we had our own, we thrive.
Okay, so do you think that if all the black people went south, do you think it would thrive?
South or north, it doesn't matter. We would thrive
Okay. Why is it that it seems like there's a lot of cities that have a majority black population,
because they're still under
they're
white
not
rule.
really thriving?
Because
And
they're
you
still
can't
under white rule.
and you
Well,
can't sit there. There are cities where you can say, well, it's the system or whatever bullshit you want to spew. But there are cities that have a black mayor, a black chief of police, and they're struggling.
because technically they're still under white rule. What I'm telling you is this: when we had our own banks, our own Black Wall Street, our own schools, we did great. We did
So
great. We did not need the white people to tell us how to do this, and this. It was only to the fact that white people didn't know what we were doing, didn't know how we were making our money. To well, okay, then now we're gonna go in, we're gonna burn down this, we're gonna burn down there. They're gonna have to start over. Name one race in this country that's had to start over as many times as black people.
interesting.
Name one race in this country that's had to work as hard as black people to get a fifth of what other races have.
But to me, whenever I give that scenario about like the line straight across the United States, to me, there would be a lot of smart, wealthy black people that would be paying people like me to sneak them up north. No,
I mean, that's your philosophy.
no,
That's your
that
philosophy.
wait,
That's
I'm
but
so
that's
sorry.
but that's not.
There's nobody that gets a big promotion or hits the lottery or saves up money and says, "Let me move to the hood or to the ghetto."
No, they don't say that. And so I'll go back to like I said. If we had our own, we wouldn't have to worry about you guys. But how many inventions has black
What do
people
you mean
made
you
that
don't
didn't?
have to worry about you guys?
Because
You
you
guys
guys
are
would be on one side.
murdering each other.
You guys would be on one side, we would be on the other.
I'm
We
going to be
don't.
honest. I think if you guys were down south, I think it would be a decade and everybody would be gone because you guys murder each other so much.
So you act like there's not white on white crime.
100% there is.
So it's just as much as it's black on black crime.
Well,
It's
not
just as much
really,
as white
not
on
just
white
as
crime.
much. No, black people
No,
commit
no,
more
it is.
murder.
It is.
No,
And
hold on one second.
matter of fact,
Is it
matter of fact,
factually
doing
in
doing
your crazy mind? Just yes or
my
no.
crazy
Is
man.
it factually true that black people commit more murder in this country?
We commit. No, it's not factually true.
Really?
It's not.
Okay.
Jed, we commit murder. We kill as much as black people as you kill as white people kill white people. Chinese people kill Chinese people.
Just
Turkish people kill Turkish people.
factually, that's untrue.
I mean, you can sway the numbers whichever way you want to. At
It's
one
not
point, it
sway
was
the
like
numbers.
what?
Okay,
It's,
so
it's
so it's either I believe the FBI stats or I believe you.
No, you guys believe the FBI stats when you want to. At one point, you guys were saying black people make up 13% of the population and 50% of the crime. That is not true. Black people make up 13% of the population and 50% for being falsely accused and getting let out the jail.
In your mind, what percentage of the murders do black people commit? What
I
at
can't.
least for
You know
this
what?
argument, what can you accept?
I'm not even. I can't even say that because I haven't looked at any stats or anything like that.
But yet
So I
you're up
won't. I
here
won't even pretend.
disputing them.
No, I'm because I know that's not right. Now I did
Okay.
look at the FBI where we're 13% of the population, but we're not 50% of the breaking the law, or whatever. No, that's not true. Like I said, you guys want to look at things through your lens, so you can tell a lot about a society, or how it treats the least among them,
Okay.
and that's what's going on now. No problem. You guys, you had this Trump sign. They had that Trump sign up or whatever. You guys are about law and order, and let's support the police, this, and this. But then this guy turns around and frees everybody that did the January 6th thing.
Okay.
So how is that supporting law and order? But I guarantee you, if those were black people that did that, he would not have freed them.
Wait, just to be clear, Donald Trump has pardoned a lot of black people. right? Let's not get it twisted.
I would definitely have to see that shit.
Okay, well,
I would
see,
definitely have to see
and
that shit.
that's the thing. That's the thing. Is there's so many people like you that you have no fucking clue.
Wow.
Okay, you see headlines and you follow whatever black supremacist talking
My
points
guy,
that you
my
have.
God, let me tell you
For
something.
you to act
I've
as
been
if
black a long
Donald
time,
Trump,
guy. I've been
for you
black a
to
long
act
time.
as if that Donald Trump has not pardoned a shit ton of black people, you're crazy, right? Or dumb, or you're playing dumb. I don't know which one. And for you to sit up here and say, with no facts backing it up,
my guy, you can
that
count on
black
one hand.
people are
You
not
can,
responsible
if this
for over
fucking
half the
racist,
murders in this country.
if
I
this
don't know what
fucking,
to tell you.
if this fucking racist had power, you can count on one hand how many. If he has pardoned black people, I guarantee you can count him on one fucking hand. He's you know who's not gonna let him pardon black people?
Who?
That fucking white nationalist that works right next to him,
Yeah.
Stephen Miller.
Then why did Kim Kardashian say
Listen,
that?
okay, my guy. Let me be Let me be very fucking frank with you. Kim Kardashian does not fucking represent black people. She fucks them.
I'm not saying she does. I'm not saying she does.
She
But
fucks them.
Kim
So don't make it
Kardashian
seem like she's our
worked
fucking
with
savior.
Trump to
No, fuck that. At the end of the day, fuck that bitch. She doesn't care about black people. She only
Okay.
Fuck that.
Once
fuck that bitch.
again.
We don't need that bitch to represent us.
I'm not in the business of defending Kim Kardashian, but
you
she
throw a
did
name
work
out.
with
But you
the
throw a
Trump
fucking name out there
administration.
like that. But you throw a name out there like she's our fucking savior or something.
Listen, she worked with the Trump administration to get a lot of people pardoned. A lot
we
of
don't
them that were black.
We don't want that bitch's help. Go get more ass.
Do
Go
you see
let
how
her
dumb
pump
that
her ass
sounds?
up some more.
Do you
Go
see
let
how
her
dumb
pump her
that
ass up
sounds?
some
The
more.
Trump administration pardoned a shit ton of black people, and because Kim
How many
Kardashian,
did he perform? How many did he pardon?
I could look it up. I guarantee you it was more than a handful.
I guarantee it's not.
Okay, well,
I guarantee it's
and
not. This guy has done. You guys support this motherfucker. Let me tell you something. You guys support this mother. You guys knew he was gonna do that. He was gonna do this. You didn't want to accept you didn't want to accept the fucking message because who it was coming from. We tried to tell you guys this motherfucker was fucked up.
But what is Trump doing that I should be upset about?
Oh, you probably wouldn't be upset about it. You probably would.
But what are you upset about?
The shit that he's doing.
Like what?
Listen, I served this fucking country for 23 fucking years just to see a fucking racist get elected.
I got you. So what is Donald Trump doing?
White people hate black people. White people want to stay in power so bad that you would elect a fucking racist. And most of the people that he fucking brought into the government, you cannot sit there and honestly tell me. And I think you seem like a pretty bright guy. You cannot sit there and fucking tell me that the people that he hired in certain positions are qualified. Well, he talks about DEI this and DEI that. Are you going to sit there and tell me that a motherfucker like Linda McMahon is qualified to be the Secretary of Education?
You're all over the place, right?
No, but
once again, if you want to criticize Trump and his appointees, that's fine. You have every right to do so.
No, am I right though?
What?
Am I right? Are these people qualified to do the job?
I'm going to be honest. Linda McMahon did her job. We got rid of the Department of Education essentially. So Linda McMahon doesn't have to worry about much. All right. So regardless, going back to the black people being pardoned by Trump, I encourage you to do your own research. Me sitting here and reading names.
Why the fuck do I have to research it?
Because you have this perception that Donald Trump is a racist. But when he is pardoned...
Is Stephen Miller racist? Is Stephen Miller racist?
I think he's a nationalist, 100%. I have no problem.
So to me, there's no difference between a fucking nationalist and a fucking racist.
Same
fucking
problem.
thing.
And if you want to...
Have you ever seen?
You want to criticize Stephen Miller for the...
No, because my point is this, guy. Have you ever seen a crow and an eagle hang out together?
Okay. Where are we going with this?
Birds of a feather flock to fucking together.
Okay.
So if you're okay with hiring a fucking white nationalist racist motherfucker, then you're okay with what he says and what he does, which makes you a fucking racist.
I'm just very very respectfully. I just think you're a victim of the propaganda about Donald Trump. So you don't listen to me. Okay, do your own research on the type of people that Trump has pardoned. Okay, from as famous as Lil Wayne down to just an everyday person. And I think maybe
What
your
the fuck?
outlook.
Listen, my guy. What the fuck has Lil Wayne done for our black community? Nothing.
Okay, but
This
oh,
motherfucker is about as stupid. We don't have. That's the problem between black community and white community. White community, you guys don't have people, rappers and athletes to be your spokesman. So stop trying to give us these fucking Uncle Toms. You guys will sit there and try and tell us that Clarence Thomas is a good guy.
but you're all over the
No,
place,
no,
right?
you're trying to tell us who we should look up to. Clarence, first off,
I'm not
Clarence Thomas
telling
is
you
a
you should
fucking.
look up to Lil Wayne. Like, come on,
Why
what
the
are we
fuck would I
doing?
look up to Lil Wayne?
I'm not telling you to look up to Lil Wayne. The point was for you to sit up here and say Donald Trump never pardoned black people. That is a lie.
You know what? I'm gonna look this shit up because I ain't he probably pardoned him, but you can he ain't pardoned as many as he pardoned on the white side.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I
Oh,
don't.
okay.
I mean, we could
Maybe
look up the stats, but
let's call Kim Kardashian and ask that stupid motherfucker. Only thing she's good for is fucking black people. That's it. That's it. That's far as she fucking goes.
my point was not to say that you should worship Lil Wayne or Kim Kardashian. I could give two fucks about both of them. The point is Kim Kardashian worked with the Trump administration to get people out of prison. Okay, and they did a great job for that. And I think if you are one of these people that say the justice system is against black people, which based off the shit that you're saying, I'm guessing you're in that
You
camp.
don't you
You
don't
should
think that
be embracing
you don't think it
people
is?
like
You don't
that.
think it is? You don't think the
I
justice
don't
system is
think
good?
I don't think it is, right?
So all the black people most of the black people that's been locked up, they actually deal with what they're in jail for.
What percentage in your fucked up mind, what percentage of black people are sitting in prison that did nothing? Like, you think
So
it's like 90% of them?
I'm gonna do you one better. I looked at the FBI stats.
You're not
They
answering
they
it. Another time, you're not
they
answering my
project
question.
they project 1 in 3 black males will go to jail for whatever reason.
Okay.
We can change the subject on prisons and going to prison or whatever because prison is traded on the stock market. So since that shit's traded on the stock market, that means that they got to keep the shit filled. So somebody got to go to fucking prison. So we can drop that bullshit right there. For you to sit there and honestly say that the system, the Department of Justice or the legal system is not pitted against black people, you're being very
Once
disingenuous.
again, you refuse to address any of my points. The reason why the justice system came up, I said to you that based off the shit that you're saying up here, you believe the justice system is fucked up for whatever reason. Donald Kardashian worked with the administration, and if you are sitting there saying and bitching and moaning, you should be embracing programs like that.
You know what I'm going to tell you?
And not knock them, not say, well, Kim Kardashian, fuck her, she only fucks black. No, it should be Kim Kardashian did something good for my people and embrace it.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Well, this is what I tell you. We're tired of the bullshit. We're tired of you guys sounding like we're being victims
It's
because
only bullshit in your own head.
no, because at the end of the day, no other race, especially the white race, has had to go through and still go through what black people are going through. Point blank, end of story. If you guys have went through what we went through, then tell me I'm wrong.
If you came up here and said, Dave, I was on the bus yesterday and a white person came on the bus and told me to get to the back, or I was forced to go pick cotton today,
So because
I would show a little more
I wasn't
empathy.
on so because
However,
I wasn't
it
on
is
the bus.
2025. 2025.
So because I
Nobody's
wasn't on the
enslaved.
bus and I wasn't forced to pick cotton, what happened in the past doesn't affect me today. That's what you're saying?
I'll be honest with you. I think a lot of people's ancestors are turning in their grave, listening to people bitch and moan about how tough their life is when they actually went through real shit, real racism.
You know what, host. This is what I'm gonna tell you. You say real racism. It's the same racism, my guy. It just dresses different.
Wait, what?
It's the same racism. It just dresses different. Back
What
during
was that part? It dresses different.
it dresses different. Back in the day, back in the day, I think it was Lee Atwater that said, and I read this several times. Lee Atwater. Do you know who Lee Atwater is?
All right, teach me.
Lee Atwater said, I mean, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna read it to you exactly what he said. Exactly what he said, and that is even true today.
Why don't you look up the amount of black people that Trump pardoned?
I am gonna look it up. I'm gonna let you know what Lee Atwater said. I'm gonna tell you exactly what Lee Atwater said. God damn it! Oh, God damn it! But basically, he said, you said it doesn't affect us now. I say it just dresses different, Atwater.
But how does it affect you today?
It's still the same racism, my man.
I got you. So give me an example of the last time a white man held you down.
By the laws they pass.
Okay, give me an example.
Okay, just to redistrict, just to redoing the lines in Texas.
Wait, what?
But
How was that racist? That was the Republican Party looking to pick up more seats. Just like in California, they're doing it. So how is that racist? That is
because
worse.
Because they're using the laws on the books that was passed by white men to silence the voices of people of color.
You have no clue what the fuck you're talking about.
I mean, it's a white man's comment. I mean, that's the way you want to say it.
I'm just saying, for me to say to you, when was the last time a white man held you back?
And I said the laws that they passed.
Your response is to mention the bullshit that's going on in multiple states, both blue and red, about redoing districts. And I get the criticism of it. I can criticize both Texas and California and anybody else doing it. For you to say that's how the white man is holding you back, that is crazy to me.
Okay, so let me take.
Let's move past that. Give me another example of the last time a white man held you down.
I don't. It's not something that they do every day. It's the laws.
Just tell me when was the last time? Was it a week ago, a month ago, a year ago?
It's the fucking laws that they pass. Point blank, end of story.
Give me another example.
That's the example. The laws that they pass. We can't get past the laws that they pass.
Give me an example of the laws that were passed by the white people that's holding you down.
The law.
Don't get all choked up.
The laws in general. Like I said, this is what I'm telling you. You sit here and you saying, black people playing victim, this and this. At the end of the day.
But you're a perfect example of it. You're sitting here crying that the white man is holding you back. And then whenever I ask you for specific examples, you have no clue.
No, when I tell you, you don't want to listen. You're sitting here trying to say we're playing victim when from the beginning, from ready set, we were not given a fair chance.
But once again, when you say I'm not willing to listen, I've asked you multiple times.
So I'm telling you that from the beginning, you would say that you don't benefit from whatever your ancestors did. Would you say that you don't benefit?
No, my life is not benefit. No, not at all.
Yeah, so you don't benefit from everything that happened.
Nothing
before you. So everything that you did it on your own.
Correct.
See, that's the delusion right there, my guy.
Okay,
that's the delusion right there.
Okay, fair enough.
Because
this is the problem, right?
How many inventions that black people did that white people?
Now we're on black inventions. Now we're at patents. Go ahead, continue. You're all over the place. Once again, if people like you came up here and said, "Look, I was told to get to the back of the bus. I was told to pick cotton. I was told don't drink from the same water fountain as the white folk." I would kind of empathize with it. But whenever you come up here and you're giving me nothing, just a victim card, I don't know what to say.
My God, you could say we're playing victim all you want.
Oh, it is. It's a victim.
But you deep down in your fucking heart, whether you want to recognize it or not, deep down in heart, that there's shit that you could do in the United States that I can't even dream of fucking doing.
Like what? Give me an example.
Going to a bank and getting a loan.
Are you saying black people don't get loans?
I'm saying black people might get the loan, but the fucking interest rate is going to be higher. just because they're black.
You
No.
give me an example of one black like.
I'm
Once
not gonna
again,
give you
it's so easy to say this
no.
shit.
Answer the fucking question. Are you not telling me that you go get a loan and I go get a loan
If
that
we have the
that's gonna
same credit score, the same income,
and
the
my
interest
interest and
rate
my
is going
interest
to
rate
be the
my
same.
interest rate would be different than yours.
Once again, there's no way to prove that, but I just
You know, it's amazing to me that I'm not even going to talk about the cotton thing, and let's say the cotton thing, and then back in the day. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go on this one right here. Lee Atwater. He was in politics, and Lee Atwater said you can start out in 1954 by saying nigger, nigger, nigger. By 1968, you can't say nigger, nigger. It hurts you. It hurts you. It backfires. So you have to say stuff like forced busing, states' rights, all that stuff, and you're getting that so abstract. Now you're talking about cutting taxes, and all these things you're talking about are totally economical things, and a byproduct of them is blacks get hurt worse than whites. We want to cut this. It's so much more abstract than even the busing thing, or in hell a lot more abstract than nigger, nigger, nigger. Is that not what we have today?
listen.
So
Point,
so they so
point
don't
blank. Point blank.
so when white people
Listen. Stop the
say
bullshit.
no, you
Stop
stop the
playing
fucking
victim.
bullshit.
Wake
You
the
stop the
fuck
fucking
up.
bullshit. No, you
You
can't answer
live
that
in the
fucking shit.
greatest country on
You
this
can't answer
planet.
the fucking bullshit because that's what's going on today. They
Right.
don't say
What's
nigger,
going
nigger,
on
nigger.
today
It's
is
busing,
I
it's
talk to
busing,
nonstop
it's cut
pussies that
taxes,
want to sit there and play victim.
it's
That's
busing,
how I feel.
it's cut state taxes, pass it back to the states. All that is code for fucking racism. You don't want to
Gotcha.
fucking admit it, but that's what it fucking is. And
So
you
when
can't
are you
tell
gonna
me,
stop playing victim? That's my question.
you fucking can't tell me how to view racism through my fucking
How
eyes
to
as a
do
black man.
racism? What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, motherfucker, I
You
don't want to
hear
talk.
yourself talk, bro?
Yeah, I hear myself. I've been talking to a fucking racist myself.
Oh no, not that you're a racist and then drop. All right, brah. All right, brah. All right, let's go with Atlanta lawyer. Atlanta, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. I assume you're in Atlanta.
Yes.
All right, and what brings you up here this morning?
Uh, just scrolling and I came across this conversation and I found it quite interesting. And so I wanted to dialogue with you.
All right. So my bottom line is there's a lot of people in this country that are playing victim for shit that happened to their ancestors. And just one more sentence, I feel that we're not a perfect country. We have a rough history, but we are the greatest country on this planet, and people should realize that. Where am I wrong?
When you say a lot of people, is there a racial emphasis on this when you talk about ancestors, or you just mean that there are people who
Well,
play
let's just
victim in
talk about
general?
the last guy. Let's just keep it simple. The last guy is acting as if the white man is holding him down, and then whenever I ask him, "How is the white man holding you down?" and you've heard his embarrassing answers.
Well, I think that's where some people have a misunderstanding when we talk about uh, the different racial treatments in America. Black people, we don't sit around and say, "Oh, I can't move because you're doing it." We achieve in spite of the fact that it's taking place. Now, when we talk about it taking place, if you don't understand it, I guess I'm at a loss to understand why you are so quick to say something's not happening to someone else
Okay, no problem. Let's
that
keep
you
it
don't
simple. Atlanta,
experience.
when was the last time a white man held you down?
We're not, that's the point. See, you're trying to narrow it to something that we're not saying. We're
Okay,
not
what
saying
am I
that.
missing then? What am I missing?
I'll say it again. Because there are systemic um, procedures, rules in place
Give me
that make it
an
more.
example of one, please.
Sure. Okay. I have to do it in context of history so you can
No,
understand
give
it
me one.
today.
Stop. Give me one that is present today.
Policing.
Okay, elaborate.
So if I put more police in your neighborhood,
Hmm.
they are going to see more and there will be more people arrested because they are there more, right? If I put a police officer at every stop sign and red light, they're going to catch more people who run the stop sign and who run the red lights. Now, the fact that I have a lot of police in a certain area and not so many in another area, if I use that to suggest that the people are just more prone to committing violence because there's more police there to catch them, then I am creating a narrative that's simply incorrect.
Okay,
It's
just
just that,
let's just start off with basic facts. Do you agree
yeah,
that black people commit more murder in this country than white people? Yes or no?
no.
Okay, so what number, just for the sake of this argument, once again, first impression, you may be a lawyer, but I'm telling you, first impression, dumb as fuck. But what number are you willing to accept for this debate? What percentage of murders are committed
So
by black people?
why do we
Can
have
you
to
just
go on your
answer me directly? Let's
I
not
am.
waste
I
time.
am. I'm not
Give
wasting
me a
time.
number. I just want to hear a number.
Let's not go on your dumb as fuck
Gotcha.
thoughts. How about we just get a source and we talk about the source?
Okay, no. Let's keep it
No, no.
simple.
See,
What
see, you don't
number?
like facts. That's what I'm saying. I don't.
Okay.
You don't like facts. So
Okay.
instead of just arguing opinions, you go get the source that you are referring to,
You have a
and let's
second
talk
device
about
in
it.
front of you? Do you have a second device?
I can get one.
Okay, get one. Okay, and then what
Do
I
you
want you
have a
to,
second device?
I do,
I'm
but
not going to, but you're
I'm
making
gonna
the
give you
claim.
the, wait,
You're
I'm gonna give
making
you,
the
wait,
claim.
Atlanta,
Prove your claim.
Atlanta, don't be
Prove your
unhinged.
claim.
Don't
I'm not
set shit on
unhinged.
fire. I'm telling you
Bruh, you
where
can't do that to me, okay? I
Atlanta,
deal with clowns like you all the time.
Do you want where you could get the source? Yes or no? Do you want to be an unhinged moron, or do you want the answer to your question?
I want you to get the source to bring it to us.
I'm giving it to you right now.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so Google FBI table 43A. The first link that will come up, you'll see it. Okay, it's like a PDF file. And then what I want you to do is look at the first line. I believe it says murder, manslaughter. I think there's another word in that first category. And then scroll over to the gray section and tell me the percentage for black people, please.
And while I'm doing your homework, can you do something for me?
No. I don't want to hear another word from you until you let's acknowledge these numbers, see
Okay,
how you twist them,
let's
and then we'll go
let's
from
get
there.
him.
All
Let's
right.
get him.
So
All
while
right.
you're doing that, I'm gonna bring somebody else up, and you let me know when you're done with your homework. Okay.
I don't.
You let
What?
me know.
Tell me
Okay.
again.
So I'm
I'm
gonna bring
just.
somebody else
I
up. I don't
just
want
got
to,
to my
Atlanta.
computer.
I don't want to hear
Tell,
another word from you until your
I
homework is
just
done.
got to my computer.
Okay.
Tell me
Very good.
the
Just you don't have
source
to say
again.
anything else.
Tell me the source again.
Table 43A FBI. All right, so let's go with Big. Big, where are you from?
The Carolinas.
Carolinas. Let me ask you, sir, and this is going to be off subject. Who did you vote for in November?
I didn't vote.
Oh, okay, fair enough. What brings you up here this morning?
I'm looking at the prompt, and I mean, what you
Okay.
want to know, the difference, or what's going on with that?
I think it's pretty obvious, right? There were two deaths, and two different groups of people responded in a completely different way. Do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, they different way, but there's two different reasons.
Okay.
One was on a college campus with Kurt. I don't condone no violence.
You
But the
condone
second one,
setting fires and
hold on, let
looting?
me finish. The second one with George Floyd, he was supposed to be protected by them people. There was a big difference.
Maybe not have fentanyl in your system, but you condone.
It don't matter what the man had in his system.
Oh, okay,
It
don't
don't
matter. Okay, fair enough.
It's people on
Everybody
fentanyl.
take fentanyl, I guess.
It's people everywhere on something. So that's
well,
no
not
excuse
everywhere.
to
I
take
wouldn't say
nobody's
that.
life.
Okay, but do you condone the fire set and the looting?
I don't condone that, but
You don't
it
condone
happened.
that. You're
It
okay.
happened. It happened.
Okay,
But
are
you
you
know why
okay
it
with it?
happened? Because he was supposed to be protected by them people.
Okay, there's a lot of people that come up here and they are under the illusion that there's a lot of black people murdered by police. Are you aware that there are more white people every year murdered by the police?
Hey, look,
Yes or no?
Murder is murder, but who is being stopped more by the police? Who is being stalked more?
I bet you
the
I've been
police?
stopped more than you.
Who has, and historically, who has been stalked more?
Gotcha.
Who has been stalked more by the police?
I don't know those stats. To be
Okay,
honest.
another question for you. Where are your ancestors from?
My grandparents were born and raised in Ireland.
Okay, so you're an immigrant?
Me, no. My grandparents, yes.
No, so you are what are you then if you're not an immigrant? Aren't you your ancestors?
Yeah, I'm Irish.
Okay, so you're
born
Irish.
in America, just like
So
what does that
Irish
have to
American,
do
right?
with this
You're Irish
conversation?
American?
Very good. You figured that one out. You should work for the FBI.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
All right, next question. What's up?
I don't know where to go with this.
Okay.
Can we go back to what we were talking about?
No, hold on one second, Atlanta. You were upset or had questions about my photo, and what I don't get is we have two different groups of people that were upset about a death. Granted, they died in different ways. One group of people decided to pray more, and another group of people decided to go steal a big screen TV and burn the store down.
Okay,
Why?
let me ask you something.
Wait, can you address what I said,
Let me ask you something.
Hold on one second. Once again, can you address what I said directly?
Say what?
Can you address what I said?
About the stealing of the TVs and all that? Man, look, it was all kind of racists out there doing that. Come on, man, quit playing. People in mass busting. Come on, man. You know who was starting a lot of that fires and stuff. Come on, man, quit playing.
Who was?
People in mass look like you.
Wait, how can you say they look like me if they have masks on?
Come on, man. You can see the eyes and the hands, dude. Quit playing.
What?
Quit playing, man.
I'll be honest with you. If you go back and watch the YouTube footage from the helicopters that were like hovering over the stores, there weren't a lot of people like me wearing.
But we're not saying a lot. We're saying were they? Because you trying to put it all on so-called black people. But tell me, was there multiple races out there doing that?
Of course, but
okay. So that kid, man, take that off the prompt then. Try something else.
Who are you?
I'm done.
Who are you?
I'm the American royal, the real American.
The real American? How are you a real American?
Okay.
What makes you a real American coming
American.
up here, sounding high as fuck, spewing bullshit?
Hi, man, come on, man.
What makes
It's
you a
too
real
early,
American?
man. I just had my coffee, man.
Get the
Ain't
fuck
nobody
out of here.
high. There you go with that.
Get the fuck
Accusing
out of
people,
here.
man. Accusing people. Come on, bro. Stop that.
Wait, did
Stop
you?
that.
Wait, I'm
Stop
so
that.
sorry.
Stop
Weren't you
that.
the one
Stop
that
that.
said?
Come on.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Weren't you the one that said everybody's high on something?
I said a lot of
said
people
that?
are high on something. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
you
Quit
said
playing.
that. Those were
Quit playing.
your
Quit
words.
playing. In every city, am I wrong?
All right,
Am
so
I wrong?
just
we got
let's
a bad
keep it simple.
epidemic in the city.
Let's
Let
keep
me
it
ask you
simple,
something. Where's
dumbass.
these
Are you
drugs
one of
coming
these
from?
people that come
Let
up
me ask
here?
you something. Where's these
No.
drugs
Your
coming
questions
from, bro?
are done. Shut the fuck up. Are you
Where
one
these
of
drugs
these
coming
people?
from, bro? We
Are
bring
you
these
one of
drugs
these
over here?
people that come up here and play victim that the white man is
Ain't
supposed
nobody
to
playing
down?
victim, man. But let me ask you something.
No.
Hold on.
Hello?
Because I heard you saying
Hello?
a lot, brother. I heard you saying a lot. You kept saying why we ain't picked ourselves up. how many times, how many cities that been burned down, how many cities that been flooded, and you saying why we ain't where we supposed to be? Come on, man.
when does
I'm
when
done,
does
dude.
that victim card expire? How many more decades will you guys use that?
It don't matter because the
It
thing
don't
that
matter.
happened then affects us today, homie.
I got you, homie.
All right.
Let me tell you my goal here. My goal is to make sure that people like you in Atlanta, you leave here, and the next time you look in the mirror, whether you're brushing your teeth, putting hair gel in, cocoa butter, mousse, whatever the fuck you're
Hey,
doing
hold
in
on.
that
Do you
mirror,
gotta wash
that
your
you
hair
look
every
in
day?
that mirror
Let me
and
ask you
you
something. Do you
scream
gotta
into
wash your
that
hair
mirror
every day?
and say, no
Do you
white
have to
man
wash
is
your
holding
hair
you
every
back
day?
today.
Do you have to
That's
wash
my
your hair
goal.
every day? With Head and Shoulders?
That's what I'm
You're,
talking
you're
about.
Do you
such
have
a
to
you're
wash your
such
hair
a
Every
every
day,
day
I
with
clown.
want
You're
Head
you to
and
such
look
a
in the
Shoulders?
mirror and
clown.
say,
Do you
no
have to
white
wash your
man
hair
is
with Head and
holding me the
Shoulders every
fuck
day?
back today.
Hey,
All right,
hey,
that's my
host. Let me
goal.
ask you a question. Hey, host.
Listen,
Why
I'm
are
moving
you
on. You
so
two are dumb as fuck.
why are you?
I got a combined IQ of 7. Once again, the goal is look in the mirror and say, no white man is going to hold me back today. That's the goal. So that's my, whenever you say, Dave, what are you doing for the black community? You're welcome. You are welcome. Okay? All right, let's go with Tennis Love. Let's go with, I don't know who I clicked there, to be honest, because it's moving around. All right, let's start off with Tennis. Tennis, where are you from?
New York.
And what brings you up?
I just can't believe what I'm hearing on this live. I think you're gaslighting these guys. I thought they were very cogent in what they said, and you called them names and said they were dumb. They were smart. They were speaking facts.
What was one thing that they said that was
They
factual?
talked about the history of the people of color being oppressed in this country.
And that's fine. And I acknowledge those facts. And what I said,
I don't think you did acknowledge it.
okay, no
I
problem.
think you gaslit them.
Tennis, let me help you out. Whenever
And you
I
don't have
start
to help me out.
Tennis,
You don't have to help me out.
Okay, no problem. Here, I'll help you back to the fucking
Okay,
account.
great.
All right. All right, very good. Moving on. Let's go. And to be clear, whenever I was speaking to those two morons, I want to focus on what is going on today that is holding you back. All right, so Sacred, go ahead, Sacred. What do you got? Sacred and Mouse, I know you. You've been up here,
Yes.
so go
I have a
ahead.
question. I have a question. Do you agree with Trump sending immigrants out of the country?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Do you
My
disagree
question.
with that?
Oh, you know what? Let me finish because you interrupted me. Let me
Wait. I
finish.
answered the question. Do you
I,
agree or disagree with Trump deporting illegals out of the country?
I'll say yes, and now let me explain, please. Why? I say the first immigrants need to leave.
And
Okay?
who's the
When,
first immigrant?
when the people who stole this land, you're still here. Why? This is not your land. When are you leaving? We are sick of your systems. We don't want your systems. And this is not just a in-house, so to speak, issue. This is a global issue. It's a global issue. And not only everyone around the world sees what's happening. We want you to go home.
All right,
We
so
want you
let's
to go
let's
home.
entertain
Get
this. Let's
off
entertain it. Go
of
ahead.
this
So
stolen land
wait,
because
hold
you're
on one
still
second.
here
Sacred,
occupying the
stop.
land.
Sacred, hold
No,
on.
no, no,
Don't
we're not
burn
going
shit
to do
down.
this. And then you're scapegoating George Floyd. You're scapegoating the man, and you just said out your mouth,
Imagine
oh, he has
defending a man
fentanyl
that
in
held
his
a gun
system.
to a pregnant
Oh, he
woman's
has
stomach.
fentanyl, so I
That's
guess he
hilarious.
deserves to die. Are you a
That's
Christian, sir?
hilarious.
Are
Well,
you
don't
a
do fentanyl.
Christian? Are you a
Regardless,
Christian?
Sacred. So let's go.
Are
Let's
you
go
a
through this.
Christian, you moron? Is that
Wait,
your
I'm sorry.
ideology? Go home. We
I'm
don't
not.
want you here. We don't want you here. We don't want your systems. America is not great. It is
Oh,
not
fuck
great.
yeah.
When you have killed people, you have stolen their land, enough is enough. Go home.
I'm sorry. There were 10 black
You
people
are
murdered by
freaking,
black
you
people
are
in
from
Chicago
Ireland.
alone.
Your ancestors are from Ireland. Go home. Give the people back their land. Because when I woke up, I didn't sign no contracts. We didn't sign no contracts. We don't want your contracts. We don't want your system. It has done nothing but oppress us. We are done.
What
And
contract
the
did
world
you sign that
and
you had
the
to play
world
victim
is
in
uniting
2025?
against this nasty,
When was that contract signed?
parasitic entity that
Oh,
you
there we
support
go.
because you are a benefactor of it and you refuse to see and open your eyes to the oppression that is still happening in the land and worldwide. It is judgment day, sir. Where do you fall in place at? Where do you fall in place at, sir?
I think
Are you
you're.
a Christian?
Wait, you are.
I know
I'm
this
not.
is
I'm not
Christian
religious at all.
ideology. I know
I'm not
this is not
religious at
Christian
all.
ideology. Go home. Go home. Take your systems back to Europe. We do not want them. You are no longer welcome. You have not been welcome. Look what you have done. You have blood on your hands. In the past and to the day, you have blood on your hands. Do you support what's happening in Gaza? Tell me, because that's where the current occupation is right now of your people.
I don't
Huh?
give two fucks about
Huh?
that. Just like I don't give two fucks
Take
about
your
people like you.
violence back to Europe. Give the people back their land. We don't want your systems. We don't
Okay,
want your
so
systems anymore.
let's go down this road. Let's go down
We
this
don't
road.
want. You are the only beneficiary in your system. We
Okay.
don't want your systems. You are oppressing us to this day with your systems. Look at the way you are up here. Look at the way you are up here gaslighting George Floyd. You are putting your focus on George Floyd.
Gaslighting
When it was
George
your
Floyd.
own
He's
people
dead.
that shot
He's gone.
Charles.
He's in hell.
It was your own people. It was your own people that took out Charles Kirk. Not a black man. Why are we putting in this? Why are you putting us in this? See, because your own people are also tired of this system. Your own people. It is your
Right,
people
so,
that are
okay.
standing against you. It is your own people that are standing against you. The world sees what is happening. It is not just an in-house thing. This is a global thing. It is global. You wake up and you ask yourself, what side of history are you going to be on? What
Not
side?
yours. That's
It
for
is
damn
not
sure.
left
I'm not
versus
going to be
right.
on your side.
It is
You're
up
dumb
versus down.
as a rock. So
It is
let's
up
just
versus
hold on,
down.
Sacred. Hold on
Where
one
do
second.
you fall at?
Sacred, do you want
Where
me
do
to drop
fall
you?
at? Where do you
Sacred.
fall at?
Sacred.
Where do you
Sacred.
fall at? It's judgment day. It is judgment day.
So,
It is judgment day. You know what? What I want you to do is to continue gaslighting, because the more you do it, the more you fall. The more you fall. And it is inevitable because of your ideology. Because of your ideology. The world sees that we are
You're
connected
supporting a
through the
terrorist
media.
group in the Middle
There
East.
is nothing that you can do to turn back the hands of time.
hold on one
We are
second.
connected
Hold on.
through the media.
I'm going to mute your dumbass. I normally don't mute people. But you're telling me it's my judgment day. You're up here defending a man that held a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach and defending a terrorist group in the Middle East, you dumb fuck.
You
Explain
dumb
that to me.
fuck. You are talking about
Explain that
George
to me.
Floyd when we didn't shoot Charles Kirk. You dumb fucker.
Once again, I didn't mention
You dumb
Charlie Kirk.
fucker. Focus on what you're putting your
So
focus
let's
on.
go
the wrong
down. Let's
place.
go down this
You want
road.
to gaslight us. You want to use him as a scapegoat. Focus on the person that shot Charles Kirk.
Fuck
It wasn't
Gaza,
nobody that
fuck
looked
George
like
Floyd.
us. It wasn't nobody that looked
You
like
hear
us.
me?
You oppressive
Fuck
motherfucker.
Gaza, fuck
Look at
George
your
Floyd.
stupid ass.
You understand me?
Look at your dumb ass.
Yeah, I'm
your,
the dumb
your
one.
ideology
I'm
is
the dumb
over.
one.
You're dumb.
I'm the
You're
dumb
dumb
one.
as hell. You're
Yep,
stupid.
I'm the dumb one.
And you support
All right,
the
so what I'm
system
going to do
because
is
you
I'm going to mute
benefit
you
from
again.
it.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to mute your dumbass again. And the question I have, you're going to answer this
ideology.
question or I'm going to drop your dumbass. It's
Drop
very
me,
simple.
you dumb motherfucker.
So hypothetically, you muted yourself there. I tricked you. Once again, not that smart. Oh, you dropped. All right, very good. My new friend up here, where are you from? What brings you up? Zoe.
No, you had it right the first time. It's Zoe. No,
Good, Zoe. What do you got?
I'm from Jersey, but I'm here in Atlanta.
You're here where?
Moved to Atlanta.
Oh, okay, cool. What brings you up?
What brings me up is, brother, I understand what you're doing. I go on a lot of these panels, and when it deals with, are you MAGA, by the way?
Of course.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. So that right there. So the ideology. Well, I support Trump, but I'm not MAGA. So you don't have to be. You don't have to support Trump and actually be MAGA. I hope you know
Okay.
that.
What? Okay. Let's
Just to
get past
educate
that.
yourself
What
on
is the
that.
purpose of you coming up?
Um, One, let me say this. I'm gonna educate you because again, you say what's why are we playing victim? Let me tell you how your system normally works. And the funny thing is, the system pretty much enslaves your dumb ass too, and you don't even know it. In 1933, the government, yeah, I know,
So
bring it in.
just stop right now. Stop right now. Is there just keep it simple for me? Is there anything I can do as a white man that a black man cannot in this country?
Well, I'm gonna keep it short because I know you're
Just
probably
yes or
going to
no. Yes or no, please.
say that again.
Is there anything a white man can do like myself that a black man cannot do in this country?
No, we can do everything you guys can do, if not better. So I agree with that.
Okay, great.
Listen, I'm
So,
not gonna play the victim role.
okay, but there are so many people that come up here and play that victim card.
Okay, and they have a right to do so because of the system that is literally oppressing them.
Okay, and
Of course, why would?
how is the quote unquote system oppressing black people?
Well, it's pretty much. I'm not even gonna say just black people. It's suppressing everybody.
No, no, no.
This whole
Focus
si-
on black people, please.
Okay, well, again, at the end of the day, they're fucking securitizing the fucking system, and there is no
There's
damn money.
what? There's what?
They're securitizing the system, and the problem is the people don't know how to maneuver through that devilish system that they're putting the people under. Period.
So they're
The-
secure. Okay, so the question was, how are black people oppressed today by the system? Your answer is there are secure ties in the system.
No,
Okay.
the system itself is securitized, and if you don't know how to operate in that securitized system, you're going to be a slave to the system. Period. The end
Okay.
of the day, at
So
the end of the day,
give
the
me an
woman was right.
example. Stop,
The
Zoe.
one, go ahead.
Stop, please. So, okay, question: how is the system holding back black people? Their secure ties that I assume black people
So
don't know how to operate. And
you don't
what
either.
have? I'm sorry.
You don't either. You don't either. You have no clue. You're just as dumb. You don't even
Okay,
know how to operate through the system. You don't know when you go to sign for a mortgage and stuff like that, it was already paid for, but you allow these fuckers to mind fuck you in this system
okay,
and think that you actually paid for it. Like make it make sense. Again, this like the
okay.
woman
So
said,
just
the
to be
system. Hold on,
clear,
hold on. The system is poison, and it doesn't have any color. So when you
okay,
sit
but
up there,
it's
hold
poison
on.
for everybody. Okay, so there's no racism going on here.
I'm not worried about racism. That's what you want to
Okay,
focus
great.
on.
Okay,
But
but that's what we were talking about, though, when I brought you up. So no problem. Okay, great.
no,
You admit it that there's no racism, and I
no. Oh,
appreciate
no,
it.
no, 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 no. Time out. There's racism too. You're a racist. Now you're 100% racist because you
Okay,
just made
wait.
a.
Stop. Stop.
Let me tell you why
What?
you're
Stop,
racist.
Zoe.
Let me tell you why.
Stop. Stop, Zoe.
Go
What
ahead.
have I said or done that is racist? Go ahead.
Because you literally said to that woman, "I don't like your people." I heard it come out of
No,
your mouth. It
I
makes
got
you
you,
a
Zoe.
fucking
Hold on. Let me
racist.
respond, Zoe. So what I don't like, I have gotten. Once
Play
again,
it
you
back.
just joined. So don't talk when I talk, please. I'm telling you that, and I've said is to embarrass the fuck out of Muslims, Democrats, and Black Americans that cannot deal with reality. And the difference with all those three, there's different races, different sexes in there, is they are not based in reality, facts, and lack common sense. So I don't give a fuck what color your skin is, who you voted for, or what religion you are. If you can't acknowledge basic facts, I'm on your fucking neck. Okay, so for
And
you,
listen,
okay, so next, go to the next racist thing that I said. Go ahead.
brother, you're a racist. The way your whole ideology on how you speaking, you're a fucking racist. And let
Give
me
me an
tell you
example,
this.
though.
And no, I'm about to drop. And please allow
Okay,
me
you're
to
about to
just
drop. Let me fucking
hold on,
speed
hold
it
on, hold on,
up.
hold
Get
on.
the
Time
fuck
out.
out of here.
No,
Get the fuck out. All right. It says kin with an M.
Yes, phonetically, it's Kim, though.
All right, Kim, where are you from?
I am from New York.
And what brings you up, love?
I heard the conversation. It was interesting. It's something that I like to speak on. And I get that we have opposing views. Or maybe, I'm not sure yet. But it seems like we have opposing views.
Okay, let's go with who did you vote for in November?
I voted for Kamala.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. And why? Why did you vote for that dumpster fire?
Okay. The reason why I voted for Kamala was because, one, can I be honest? I'm actually going to be honest about this.
So wait, you've been lying this whole time?
No. I was going to give a response in regards to politics and all of that, but I really want to say that my father is an immigrant. I am a U.S. citizen, and my father is more so into he was more so into the presidential election than I was. So I allowed him to influence my choice into voting for Kamala because, to be honest, I wasn't moved strongly in either direction.
Okay. Do you think the country would be better today if we had a president, Carmela Harris, for the last 7, 8 months?
I think the country would be better today if and I'm going to say for Black people, I'm going to say the country would be better today if we were able to acknowledge acknowledge a lot of the I'm so sorry, I'm trying to look for the word, for the mistreatment that Black people have been experiencing for currently, yes.
Okay.
An example of that is and you said something about an example of that is how there's a young boy who recently, I think it was yesterday, he dismantled a gun at his school in the state of Michigan. It was held by another student who was obviously not Black, he was white, and the student who dismantled the gun was Black. However, the student who dismantled the gun was the one who was suspended.
Okay. So do you hear your?
I gave you
I mean this with all.
I gave you a
sincerity.
small example,
Do
one
you
example.
hear the- Okay, what about the Black guy that stabbed the white girl in the neck on the train?
I
Okay,
believe
like,
that
you see
I
how
believe that
please
that
don't
one
tit for
Black
tat
guy.
nonstop.
I
Like, I
believe
just don't
that
want to hear
one.
that bullshit. Like,
I want to respond to you. I believe that that Black guy should have the right to a speedy trial and be able to be evaluated for mental health. And if it wasn't due to mental health, I believe he should be tried accordingly. He should be punished if he did that out of a malicious act.
okay, I could just tell this conversation is a dead end.
Really?
And this is what I'm
That's
talking
unfortunate.
about. This is
I want-
exactly what I'm talking about. Do you believe that there are things that I can do as a white person that Black people cannot here in 2025?
I loved when you asked that question, by the way. Yes. I believe that Black people can do everything that white people can do. Yes, I believe that.
Okay.
However,
There's a however. Okay.
yeah, there is a caveat to this. However, I do believe, although we are able of doing things, the same things that white people are able to do, I do feel like we have obstacles and hurdles that stand in our way
Like what?
that white people do not have to experience.
Give me an example of an obstacle.
I'm actually going to give you a few, if you don't
Give
mind.
me one, please.
Okay. Well, it's not limited to one, so do you mind if I just give you, it's
Can you
brief.
just give me one obstacle that is placed in every Black person's way in this country, please? Go ahead.
So the second we use the word every, never, that makes statements
Okay,
become
can you just
impossible
answer?
to be
Can
correct.
you answer, please? Can you answer?
I'm thinking because I want to choose one.
There's so many.
Yes, I'm going to
Of course.
speak. I'm going to speak on the police's targeting people of color
The police's targeting.
Polices is plural for police, right?
Okay, go ahead. Go
There are
ahead.
different systems of police for each state, so I accumulated them in the word polices. Is that fine?
Sure, sure. Carry
Okay.
on. So how the question once again, you said there are obstacles placed in Black people's way.
Yeah,
I
so an
said
example,
one,
the way
and
the
your
police,
answer is
so the
police.
way that the police, you told me to give the example. So now the explanation behind the example is the way the police stops Black men from being able to achieve certain things that the white man is able to achieve is that in our neighborhoods we are saturated with polices, and when they see us, they identify us by our skin and immediately uses that as a threat. Now, the domino effect of that is that our husbands, our fathers, our brothers are being arrested at a much higher rate. They're being incarcerated at a much higher rate. And Google it, love. They're being incarcerated at a much higher rate than the white man is. However, in these suburban, rural, whatever neighborhoods that the white people are in, right? They don't have as much policing going on, and they're not being targeted for at the same rate as Black people are
Okay.
for arrests and crimes and stuff like that. So over the years, since this has been going on, it has taken us out of the rooms that we could have been in, for example, offices, businesses, et cetera, and it has placed majority of our men in these jail systems. So that leaves us at a much higher disadvantage than the
All right. Stop.
white
I let you
man.
go on for a while there. I let you go on.
No, I was done. That was it.
That's just atrocious on every level.
Please elaborate.
Do you think there are, in your mind, what percentage of Black people are in prison that did not commit a crime? Just give me a number. I don't know what the number is. Because the way that you're acting as if it's like 80% of the Black people in prison did nothing wrong. So what number what number can we agree on?
So, your baby daddy,
Just call me
Dave.
D. Go
Yeah, I
ahead.
saw that was the last thing I saw. Dave, I was looking for it. Dave, and I do apologize for calling you that.
It's okay. It's
Dave,
okay.
I would prefer that someone in the comments Google it really quickly and post it rather than putting
What
what's in
number
my
in your
mind
mind?
and
That's
what
not.
is in your mind, right? Because we're speaking facts. We're not speaking about our feelings.
But keep in mind, there's no stats that's going to be out there that the percentage of Black people that are in jail when did nothing wrong because they were convicted of a
No.
crime.
What you need? Okay, I see what you. Okay, I understand now. What percentage do I believe have not been with no outward
And this is what I'm saying.
effect?
This is why I said it was a dead end conversation. Okay,
Why?
you proved me right.
How?
Because I'm asking you a very simple question. In your mind, what percentage of Black people are in jail when they did nothing wrong?
And I'm answering your very simple question, but you expect for my answer to be as simple as your
I
question.
just want a number.
Okay. I don't have a number.
Okay, I'm just moving on. I'm moving on. All right. I mean that is straight just nails on a fucking chalkboard. Okay, let's go with Black Sheep. I don't even know who I selected for the second. Who do I got? All right, up the top, precision. What do you got?
Yes. So I wouldn't say that the whole George Floyd thing is race based. So when you see the responses, it's actually this is the from the George Floyd incident you would see that like throughout history that has been the common reaction for white people, for a specific group of white people, and that would be Democrats. They've resorted to violence basically since the formation of their party, and really So they never changed. Even pre-civil rights, black voters had started switching to voting Democrat because they had been financially incentivized
All right, all
to
right. What are you doing, bro? How often have you watched me?
He's
like a
like,
couple times,
Okay,
a
I
couple
What the
always
days
say
hell
now.
keep it to
going on
30
here, man?
seconds. Keep it to 30 seconds and keep it moving. All right, my friend Ren is here. Ren, how are you?
Hi there. I'm good, Dave. How
How's
are
it
you? He's
going?
smoking crack. Better than him. He's a crackhead.
Who?
Precision.
Okay, Precision is a crackhead. We're off to a good start.
Yes.
Ren, what brings you up, Ren?
This background. Oh, you're in the
Okay.
middle. I didn't see you there. Hi.
Hi, Ren.
The response to Charlie Kirk and the response to George Floyd. I think that the response to George Floyd is valid. I think that when you are people that are constantly targeted by a certain group of people and unjustly unalived, I believe that actions like that have to take place in order for things to change.
So
That
Ren,
was
can I stop you real quick?
No,
no,
Do you
you
realize? Do you realize?
Precision. I'll bring you back up. Okay. Um,
'cause-
all right, Ren. Just very simple. Are you justifying the looting and the
yes,
fire set? You are
yes,
justifying it.
yes.
So
I'm not.
hypothetically, if God forbid there was another black man killed by a police officer in the same way, would you be okay with another couple months or weeks of looting, rioting, and setting fires?
If there's no justice, yes,
Yeah, but whenever they arrested Chauvin, the fires and the looting didn't stop.
it did. It did.
It did not. But that's fine. Let's move on.
I'm from
If
Minnesota.
oh wait, what?
I'm from where George Floyd was unalive.
Oh,
I
okay,
knew
fair
that.
enough. Okay,
It stopped. It definitely stopped. Like after he was arrested and charged, it stopped. That's all we wanted was justice. Like
it did
when
not. It did not stop. The news coverage every night for weeks was covering
No.
the
Don't
looting and
back up.
setting
Don't
fire.
do it. Don't do it.
it definitely stopped. I
Black,
promise
Hold
you.
on, hold on,
Black,
sir.
you're up here, sir. All right, so Ren, you would encourage more looting and fires being set, correct?
I wouldn't care if it did. Just put it that way.
Oh, I got you. And whenever the top photo, somebody was shot and killed, and people prayed more. Why do you think that there was two different responses?
Because there was an arrest and they made sure to arrest this person. That person is going to get dealt with. Like justice is going to be served for Charlie Kirk. We have plenty of people that have unalived by the hands of the police that has never gotten justice. So it was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back for George Floyd. It
But
wasn't that
you
we thought
acknowledge,
George
Ren,
Floyd,
you've been in here enough. You acknowledge that more white people are killed every year at the hands of police, right?
and most of those white people are shooting at the police.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to fact check that, but can you acknowledge that? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Um.
there's
So
more of you guys
why?
too.
Wait, what?
There's more of you guys as well. But
Okay, fair
disproportionately,
enough. But like that
black
doesn't
people.
always work out in your favor, right? When we talk
No, but
about,
disproportionately, black men and women are unarmed and unalive more than white people.
well, I wouldn't say they're unarmed because they're responsible for over half the murders
That don't
in
mean that
this
they're not.
country.
That don't mean they're unarmed because they definitely beat. George Floyd was unarmed.
Of course.
Philando Castile was doing everything he was supposed to do. Sandra Bland was in her bed. I mean, uh, uh, um, the dude that was in his house, he was eating ice cream. Like, come
Gotcha.
on
So
now.
how do we get better? Like
Uh,
maybe over the next quarter century,
I
things
hope
start to even out where instead of black people committing 50% of the murders, it comes
that's not
back
true.
closer to the population of 13%. What can we
We're
do?
not 13. First of all, we're not 13% of the population. We are 25 to 26% of the population.
So,
Um,
okay, so wait, I either believe the census or I believe Ren on
the
TikTok. Why
census
should I
has never
believe
been,
you?
the census don't get taken by black people. That is a fact. We don't
It
do the
don't get
census.
taken by black, then how'd they get 13%?
Well, some of them do, but this was like this 13% has been y'all been saying 13% for since the 1980s. You think that our
No,
population
that's
is
inaccurate
13%?
because first of all, do you know how often the census is done?
They don't do it anymore.
Okay. Do you know how? Okay. Do you know the
Every 10
last
years.
time it was
Every 10
done?
years. I think it's like every 10 years or something.
It's every 10 years. So in the 2010 census, the black population was 8%. In the 2020 census, it was.
That's not that. But see, they lie. That's not true. Look, they want you to believe that we are a small, we just won't. We aren't growing. We are literally on pace to outnumber white people. White people numbers are dropping. Like birth rates are dropping. We are up 33% in our population. We haven't been 13% since, goddamn it, a long time. That's and
Okay.
you said 2010. That's 15 years ago.
But Ren, this is always my problem with you, is you don't, you refuse to acknowledge facts, right?
No, that's not facts
Because you don't
though.
like where they're coming from, whether it's the FBI or the census or whatever. And
Mhm.
that's why it's a frustrating conversation with you. You and I have always gotten along. You have gone off on people, but like that's why it's frustrating to have a debate with you, is because if we can't acknowledge facts.
But those are not facts, though. Those are just when you say 50% of the murders. That's not 50% of the murders. That's 50% of the arrests. That doesn't mean that they're convicted. Also,
Well, to be fair, Ren, let me respond to that. And whenever I had that FBI chart up, somebody came up and did point that out, and I thought it was very fair. Then, whenever we looked up the convictions, it actually went up to 55%.
but would you not say that our justice system is geared to to lock black men up? A lot of black men, a
Me
lot of black
personally,
people. I
I
think more
believe our
black people.
justice system is set up where if you do a crime,
No,
you go to
no.
jail.
Okay, listen to this.
No,
No,
No, it's
that's
not.
not
your,
true.
Okay,
your,
fair enough.
your
So you,
commander in chief did a crime and they let
He
him
in
off
jail, right?
with
okay,
kids'
so
gloves.
What black man
okay,
you
That's
know gonna
so
have
BS.
34 felonies and
okay,
not
no
go get one
problem.
day in jail?
So tell me a black person or a white person that was convicted for the same exact charges as the sitting president, and tell me what their jail sentence was.
Did they have
Let's go
30?
check out all those cats that was arrested for the shit they did on January 6th.
Wait, why are you
That's free as
deflecting?
a fucking
Okay,
bird
let's
right
count.
now.
Black, let's count how many times you fucking deflect this morning. That's one. Okay, you said about
How many
Trump
times you
going
want
to
to
jail.
deflect these nuts, you cocksucker?
Oh no, Black. Black, you can't get me
Deflect that,
triggered, Black.
you son of a bitch.
Black,
You
you
can't
cannot
get
get
me
me triggered.
triggered.
But you get triggered by just walking in the door here.
Cause you come up here with the same. That's all you got. You have nothing else to talk about. For last
Well,
month, you talk
to
about
be fair,
George
Black, I will
Floyd
say this. For
and Charlie
months,
Kirk. Fuck
I was
both
on
of
the
them.
neck of the fucking Muslims in this country and throughout the world.
Yeah. Mm,
Now, it's
just
the
like
black
Charlie Kirk neck.
Americans that are feeling my wrath.
We're not feeling no rap. You stupid. You have no
No,
argument.
right. I'm the dumb
Black
one.
folks
I'm the dumb one.
didn't have anything
You're
to
the smart
do
one.
with that dude getting his goddamn neck blowed out. But you wanna, but you wanna conflate to that because you have nothing. You got to have a
I have nothing.
boogeyman.
All right, Black. You have anything productive this morning? You have been very unproductive
Yeah,
every
so
fucking
have
time
you.
you
So
join.
have you every morning. Every morning, that's you. I was just chiming in, buddy. You have a good morning.
All
Get a
right,
job,
Black.
a
Same
real
to you,
job.
Black. All right, Ren. So where do we go from here, Ren?
Hey,
Oh,
how
I
you
got it.
doing?
Okay, so I got this. Oh, so Trump. Okay, so these are the people who did the same kind of crime as Trump and served time in prison.
Who?
Um,
Wait. Hold on. The scene. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yep,
Go ahead.
same kind of crime. Yep, like falsifying documents. Um, uh, basically what shit Trump did. So Bruce Lundergan, he spent 21 months in federal prison. Um, was Michael Cohen. He did a year in federal prison, just over a year,
And what did
and
he
then
go to prison for?
he did
What did Michael Cohen go to prison for?
campaign finance violations, tax fraud, and making false statements to a bank.
Right. So that is different, right?
Okay, and then Trump in 2025, the judge gave him an unconditional discharge, meaning he faced no prison time, fines, or probation for his 34 felony convictions.
And why did the judge do that, Ren?
Because the extraordinary protections afforded to the office of the presidency as a factor overriding other
Very
through
good.
sentencing. So just because he was about to be president or was running for president because he wasn't president yet.
No, he was elected. It was after he was elected.
Oh, yep. You're right. So yeah, that's why.
Okay, Ren.
So
I don't know what to tell you, Ren. I don't think it's productive at all. But it is what it
yeah,
is.
he's not productive.
Can I chime in on that before y'all move to another segment?
Just Ren, in context of the conversation where you're having, I can imagine you bringing up a chart with different black people that were prosecuted and thrown in jail for a decade because of the same crime. You're just, honestly, to me, you made the first name up and never heard of that person. Michael Cohen was 100% a different case.
So you want me to bring? Oh, I thought you wanted me to show you people that have went to jail the same thing as Donald Trump. That's what I thought you said. But if you want me to bring up black people that's been arrested,
yeah, but once again, the cases are different.
That's why we have case laws and stuff like that. You know, there's like some similarities in their background. I'm gonna look up the
right, but even somebody like Jeffrey Toobin or whatever his name was, CNN, said that even with the convictions and the age, and he's a first-time offender, he wasn't going to get jail time anyways. And that's somebody that despises Donald Trump.
I get it. He should have been president either, though.
Well, that's your opinion, right? But he is.
No, that's a
right. And the Democratic Party is a dying breed in this country.
I don't really care about either side.
Of course. All right, so let me go down to Jay. Jay, where are you from?
I'm from North Carolina.
And what brings you up, sir? You chuckled whenever I said the Democratic Party is a dying breed.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree with you. I think both parties are a dying breed. We don't recognize the Democrat Party anymore because they're old and they don't know what the hell they're doing. We don't recognize the Republican Party anymore because they MAGA. So they got two parties in one. So,
well, I'll be honest with you. I think we're heading towards the next probably 2 decades of Republicans running this country. The Democrats,
I doubt that.
The dumbass Democrats, keep in mind, you guys have defended men playing in women's sports. You have defended criminals from not being deported. You guys aren't very smart, right? You guys
why did you say you guys? How do you know
I'm speaking about Democrats in general. Are you a Democrat?
People who claim these parties are not very smart because these same people.
Hold on one second, little guy. Nobody's talking. Hold on one second. Nobody's talking to you yet. I'll get to you in a second. Jay, who'd you vote for in November?
I voted for Kamala Harris, but I'm an independent. I vote for people.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. I thought that I didn't want to vote for. Well, we didn't win, obviously, but I think it was some things that caused us not to win. But that's just my
and what caused you
personal opinion. Well, it might have been Elon and how he knows how to work those beautiful machines. I don't know, maybe.
Oh no,
it's a theory. It's a theory.
We have a Democrat denying elections now. That's rich. Okay,
I'm not a Democrat, and I just told you I'm not a Democrat. I vote for the people that I think they're going to.
Jay, is that better? A Democratic voter?
I don't see how we're going to get in an argument if I tell you that I vote for the people that I think are going to do the best job.
I got you.
That's
you
all I'm saying.
Democrat.
And I voted Republican as well.
Oh, of course. So tell me why else Harris lost?
I think that she didn't have enough time to make an argument that she was a good candidate. She kind of got thrown into the mix, and she did a damn good job with her candidacy. But it's just like, how much are you going to get accomplished in a couple of months when you got people who are making years to make a campaign?
Jay, I'm just going to tell you flat out. First impression, dumb as hell. And the reason why I say that, sir, is it is very obvious to anybody with a brain that Kamala Harris had 107 days, and each day that America heard more from her, she got less and less popular. That's a fact. There's no way around it.
You say that, but you don't even know how to say her name. So obviously she wasn't recognized enough. You don't even know how to say her name. And then when you say she's dumb, she was the vice president. She was a prosecutor, and she was highly educated. How's she dumb?
Right. I'm the dumb one. You're the smart one. No problem. But Joe Biden didn't even say her name correctly. Okay, so I don't want to hear that bullshit. All right, but the fact, once again, don't deflect from the facts, please. Is the more and more, the fact
that she's educated.
Jay, don't talk.
We can look that up.
Jay, don't talk when I talk.
I'm listening. You ain't saying nothing, but I'm
Very
listening.
simple. So once again, the more and more America heard her open her mouth,
Hold on.
the more and more she got. She went down in the polls. There's no way around that, Jay.
So Kamala's ignorant, but Donald Trump is not. Have you heard him open his mouth?
Wait,
You
I
got to
didn't.
be kidding me,
Wait,
bro.
I'm
He
so
said some
sorry.
of the dumbest shit ever.
Jay,
Don't he though?
I did not call Harris ignorant. All I said was a very blanket statement that the more and more she spoke, she got more and more unpopular. That's just
No, she
factually true.
didn't.
That's not what you said though. You said she was ignorant. You said she was dumb, and I
That's
pointed out her
that's how
education,
he
and you
feel about
deflected from
all
that.
black people.
And then I
These
pointed out
folks
how
are in
Donald Trump.
cahoots with each other.
I
That's
pointed
why
out how
people
Donald
keep.
Trump speaks to the public, and you didn't say anything about that being ignorant at all. The dude
Look,
Well,
the
said that we're
part of
biggest
about
the
to have
dummies are
point is
people who
Donald
still
1,500%.
vote
Trump.
these parties.
Wait,
Those
hold
are the
on one
biggest
second.
dummies. I'm sorry.
Wait,
Y'all don't
hold
know
on.
these people
Up
are
top, why
conversation
are
for
you
certain
talking? Up top, why are you talking?
because I got something to say.
Okay,
And y'all sitting up there
listen,
spewing this fake
your
shit. Y'all gotta
dumbass
tell.
could put it in written form in the chat. So, Jay, back to you. Donald Trump, his percentage went up, I think, in 89% of the counties throughout the country.
From
What's his
uneducated
percentage
people, like
now?
probably like
Wait,
yourself.
okay, hold on. Let me get rid of BLK's
Yeah,
dumbass. All right, see ya. All right, good. Address that, please.
I said that his percentage went up, but if you look at the stats, it went up from uneducated people.
Okay, so
You,
are you gonna come up here and say that the dumb people voted for Trump?
yeah, dumb people voted for Kamala Harris as
So
well. It's a lot of dumb
I
people in the
got you.
world.
But if the majority of dumb people voted for Donald Trump, why is
I
it
said
that the uneducated?
uneducated. It's a
Right.
stat, it's a stat. You can look up the stat.
Right.
Most of the uneducated people voted for Donald Trump. Why? Why? I mean, it's not hidden. It's not like I'm talking bad. It's an actual stat.
Okay. Sounds good. Once again, just think about this. You have a
Hmm.
person that was impeached twice,
Right.
found liable for sexual assault,
Yeah,
incited an insurrection, allegedly,
I
34
saw that.
felony counts,
Hmm.
and Harris still lost to that person.
Right. And we did just point out that uneducated people voted for him. I understand the appeal of Donald Trump. He goes against the establishment. He says whatever the hell he wants to do. And then you have the whole victimized mindset. I will be the first to say that a lot of Trump's charges were trumped up for a lack of a better term. Some of those charges he shouldn't have got. They shouldn't have been felonies. I'll say that shit. But the fact is prosecutors are not going to prosecute shit that they don't think they can win. And they dumbed it down to 34 felonies, bro. How bad of a person you got to be to get a dumbed down version of a charge? And there are 34 of them. And they're all felonies. So should he have went to prison? Hell fucking no. Should he have gotten felonies? Hell fucking no. But he is a horrible person and he is a criminal. And that's just the truth. And America voted for him. They did.
All right, so tell me how America would be better today if Harris won.
Well, this is the thing. The feeling of America would have been better from someone who didn't preach violence, I think. Now, I'm a veteran, and I believe that you should have the right of
No,
freedom of
I'm sorry.
speech.
Give me a metric where America would be better.
Bro, look at America right now. How are we better? How are we
Okay,
better at anything that he said he was going to do? What did he do that was the only thing he did was deport the hell out of people and scare the fuck out of people and change the names to war and Gulf of America. What the fuck is that? Paint the
so
paint the
if
Oval Office
somebody came
gold.
up,
That's making it better. That's making it better.
so if anybody came up to you and said, "Name a couple things that are going well for America right now," what would your answers be?
I think gas prices right now. I'm cool with them. They've hit like a little plateau to where they're not at least going up. I'll give it that. I don't know if he's helping with that, but as a person who drives a lot, I think that's cool. I can't really say much else. I mean, can you give me some things?
Sure.
I'm okay with listening and being
Sure.
enlightened.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing that the stock market is hitting record highs?
Bro, the stock market is crazy right now. It's up and down, up and down. The Dow Jones is fucked all the hell. You cannot say that investments are good right now. Would you invest in Anything, unless Trump announces it the day before that he's about to drop something, I wouldn't invest in anything.
Jay, don't embarrass yourself, please. Just yes or no. Is
Okay.
it a good thing or a bad thing for America that the stock market has hit record highs? And the one time that it dipped was in April, and it did take a dip. But is it a good thing or a
What?
bad thing? Go ahead.
I think that the stock market being high, I mean, being in a good position is always good for America. I do
Okay,
not
great.
believe it's in a good place, though.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. If people disagreed with you, there would be a huge, or if people agreed with you, people would be selling off like crazy. So they disagree with what you're
Well,
saying, regardless.
most people who have stocks don't sell it, bro. How you gonna leverage something that you don't have anymore? So that means
Wait,
that
say that
maybe you
again.
don't know what you're talking about.
You hear yourself? Most,
Yeah,
okay. Regardless, you're doing good, Jay. Is it a good thing or a bad thing for America that
I'm
Trump
doing
is
good.
deporting criminals?
I think if he was deporting criminals, it would be a good thing. But he's deporting people who he deems criminals. If you're getting somebody from Lowe's, if you're getting somebody at the
Hold
immigration
on.
hearing, they're
Jay,
not
stop.
criminals.
I got you. So whenever he deported, the different MS-13 members, and there
Great,
were
take them.
okay, great. Is it a good thing or a bad thing for America that border encounters are down over 90% year over year?
Yeah, bordering is down, but people ain't even coming here no more because they scared as hell. If other
Okay.
countries are saying, bro, watch out for America,
So
don't go
is it a
there.
good thing or a
So
bad
that's not
thing?
good. It's
Oh,
bad.
okay, it's not good. Once again, you're a smart guy. Is it a good thing
Yeah.
or a bad thing for the world that Donald Trump has stopped 7 conflicts or wars throughout the world? Is it good or bad?
I think him stopping any war is good, but
Okay,
I don't
good.
think he stopped 7. I think
Okay,
that's
what
inflated
numbers do
as
you want
well.
to give him credit for? Let's not squabble over that. Let's pick a number out of a hat. 3. Okay, great.
3 is good. I'll take 3. What else? Let's
Jay,
go with some more.
I'm just telling you right now, very
Uh-huh.
bluntly, it is people like you that you are the problem in this country.
How? Tell me why. Explain it to
Once
me.
again,
Because I want to be a
I'll
better
explain.
person for the country. Explain it to me
I got you.
why I'm the problem.
Jay, please stop. Whenever you you cannot acknowledge facts. You're more about feelings, right? I see that.
No,
What?
not at all. What facts did you give me that I did not acknowledge that were good or bad? We played your little game and I said things were good. I said things were bad. I acknowledged that
But
Trump was charged for stuff that he
Jay,
shouldn't have. How am I bad? I'm actually in the middle of everything. I'm probably
right, you're in the
better
middle
than
of
a lot of people
everything.
you talk to.
But Jay, whenever I say things like, "Is it a good thing or a bad thing that Trump is deporting the illegal immigrants?" Obviously, it's a good thing. Is it a good
It's
thing?
not.
Stop,
You
Jay.
said, but this
Stop,
is
Jay.
what you
Stop,
said.
Jay.
You
Stop,
said
Jay.
the criminals. You said the
Jay.
criminals.
All right, Jay. I'm done with it. Once again, it is very simple to me. For me to say, is it a good thing or a bad thing that border encounters are down 90%? And for you to say, well, people are saying don't go to America. Shut the fuck up. All right, let's go. All right, let's start with Edward Alfonso. I think I clicked. Big baller.
Good morning.
Who has the fucking big rig out back? All right, let's
I'm
start
about to
with
turn it off
Alfonso.
right. I'm about
Alfonso, where are you from?
I didn't hear you, sir. I'm sorry.
What the fuck? Where are you from, sir?
North Carolina.
And what brings you up, Alfonso?
I was listening to you guys talk. I voted for Trump. I thought he was doing some good. I wish he would quit saying some of the things he said. As far as the Kamala, I didn't agree with. She might be educated, but people forgot he ran. That was his second term, so he did some good. She didn't got no experience of being the president, and I didn't think she had. Speaking wise, she wasn't a good speaker, and I didn't have a lot of confidence in her.
I appreciate that. Mrs. Something, where are you from?
From New York.
All right, and what brings you up?
I just want to say that I appreciate what you're trying to do. But I feel like
Just so you
Did
know,
you lose
you're
me?
echoing and there's a lag. You're echoing and there's a lag. But go ahead. My first impression is you go around giving like 1-star
All
or
right, let me
5-star
see. Is this any
reviews.
better?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Is this any better?
And I'm sorry if it was background noise. I was
Can
getting
you hear
gas.
me?
You're fine. You're fine. Mrs. That is better. Go ahead, love. What do you got? Mrs.
All right, I think I fixed it. Am I good?
You're perfect. Go ahead.
Okay. I appreciate the conversation. I agree with the responses were different, but I think it was two different situations. There was somebody trying to build bridges, and I feel like some of the conversations that are being had here are not building bridges. When we don't hear each other out, and when we don't come with facts, we're not doing anything. When we start name calling, when we start telling people they're stupid or they're uneducated or this or that, that's where the breakdown comes down. And if you're trying to get your point across, it's going to fall on deaf ears.
All right, very good. I appreciate that. Per, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Arkansas, bro.
What brings you up, bro?
Yeah, so like when you were asking that other guy, you were like saying how like it's a simple question to answer, like is it a good or a bad thing for America that Trump like ended 7 conflicts? I agree with you. I think that's a really easy question to answer. So like I'll ask you a question. Was it a good or bad thing for you to stop beating your wife?
Right, because I beat a wife that I was never married to. So,
Yeah, was it a good or bad thing that you beat your ex-girlfriend?
Right. Okay, bro. Good one. All right, so moving along.
You see how
well, once again,
when you presuppose something like that, it doesn't make that
how am I
question
supposed to respond to that? Per, is it a good thing or a bad thing that you molested children? Like,
yeah,
what am I
you
supposed to
see, yeah, you see,
You know what I mean?
do you see
So
how it's
here,
not
I'll
easy?
get rid of you. Go ahead. Edward, where are you from? Hold on 1 second up top. I knew you were here first. I apologize. Edward, where are you from?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Are you a Browns fan?
No, I don't care for football.
Really? How about
I
a
watch
Guardians
baseball.
fan?
Yeah, I watch baseball.
And what brings you up, sir?
Well, I was just blown back by the conversation you had with the one guy when you two was up on the panel, and you asked him, the few questions. Is it a yes or no? It's bigger than a yes or no. You just can't answer those with a yes or no. Like deporting immigrants, right? So as we know, and if you're in denial, you won't know or you won't agree with it. But this man is he having ICE take people out of jobs. His focus was on criminals. He ran on taking illegal criminals out of here, right? But he's not deporting illegal criminals. Matter of fact, he's not even deporting a whole lot of them. He's keeping them in these camps. But anyway, so he's going in school.
Hold on 1 second.
Hold on.
Is there someone that is here legally that was deported?
So I don't have names, of course. I can't share those, but let's stick with this. So he's arresting, rounding up regular citizens, right? We don't know what we can't even say citizens. We gonna say people that look like they from the South Border. They're on jobs. They're at daycares. They're at at church, whatever. They're not criminals, right? They're not in gangs and got tattoos and do rags and all this over
Did
them.
they break the law when they entered the country illegally?
So yeah, when you come over, you only illegal. So it's
Just yes or no?
It's not a yes or no. Yes,
That's
you
not
are.
a yes or no question, host.
It's not a yes or
And
no,
what
sir.
you do, you ask open-ended questions.
Yeah, so it's
very
not.
simple.
Hold on.
Has there been
No,
one
so it's
person? Stop. Has there been one person deported that did not break the law?
Yes, there has.
Okay,
There
who?
has.
What's the name?
Hold on a minute, though.
No,
Let me
hold on 1
finish.
second, Cleveland.
Rules free.
So
Go
when it's
ahead.
not going your way, you want to stop it, right? That's what we're
Wait,
doing.
no. I want to hear the breaking news that we have people that did not break the law getting deported. And his response is Google is free.
Google is free. You
Clever.
haven't substantiated anything. I'm not going to
I
bring
can
up
assure
names. You
you
haven't
that
brought up
if
names.
there was a law-abiding U.S.
You can't
citizen,
ask me to do something you haven't done.
wait, why are you
So
talking when
that's
I
not a
talk?
fair argument.
Well, once again, I can assure you, if there was a
Once
law-abiding
again, you can't
U.S.
assure anything. You
citizen,
haven't assured a single thing this entire time. That's the
Hold on a
problem here,
minute,
sir.
y'all.
The
So let
problem
me,
is that
can I
you
finish saying this?
think
okay, hold on one
you
second. Let
have
me
a
get rid of this
self-righteous.
dumbass. All right, go
Can I,
ahead, finish
can
your
I get
thought.
finished?
Wait,
So what I'm saying
can I
is,
just ask you very directly? Has there been one U.S. citizen that has been deported?
of course, but they brought him back. I can't call
No,
a
that
name
was
right
the
now. I
guy,
don't have.
that was the guy from Ecuador. He
I'm
was
not.
not.
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about.
Okay,
We're
go.
not.
Who?
We're not
Who?
talking about him, sir.
All right.
I
What's the
can't.
name of the person
I
that was
can't.
deported?
So listen, I'm just gonna say we gonna go away with that one because I
No,
can't
no, no,
call a
no, no,
name.
no. You're not saying another word until you give me the U.S. citizen that was deported.
So I just said I'm gonna walk away from that because I can't tell you the name right now.
Okay,
So
go
let's
get
go
me the
back
name, and
to,
then you type in the
to
chat when you're ready. Okay? Like, you guys can't come up here and just spew your bullshit. Let's go with, I think it said Vaughn. Ant and Kane. All right, who do we have? Ant, you connected first. Where are you from, Ant?
I'm from Alabama.
Roll Tide. And what brings you up, love?
No, War Eagle.
Oh no, I'm not a fan of either. I just say Roll Tide regardless. But what brings you up, love?
Well, what's your point on here? I'm on your side. Don't get me wrong. What is your point? What are you trying to do today with these people? Anybody that comes up, what's your point?
The point of my platform is very simple. I want to talk to Muslims, Democrats, and black people that play victim for shit that happened to their ancestors. And
Totally get it. And
wait, hold on.
I agree with you.
And why are you interrupting?
Go ahead, finish.
Okay, and I enjoy when they come up and have meltdowns.
Okay, so you're wanting people to come up here
Yes,
and get
100%.
aggravated and
100%.
then
So are you
kick
ready to
them
have
off.
a meltdown? Yes or no? If not, I'm going to get rid of you.
Well, my point is if you want to,
Thank you, Aunt. Kane, where are you from?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
I'm going to drop another Cleveland. And what brings you up, Kane?
I just wanted to acknowledge what you were talking about with the picture and everything. How do you feel about it? I feel like we haven't talked to you about that.
What do you mean, how do I feel? I've said it multiple times. There's two groups of people experienced the loss. One decided to pray more. One decided to loot and set fires.
Right. And can you at least acknowledge that, that George Floyd was kind of a tipping point and not just a random thing that happened to one person and, we took it a certain way and then started looting and burning
I think
even after.
it was an excuse to go loot and burn places down. No doubt about that.
So, I mean, but why, like, what do you mean an excuse
I
to
think
just,
point blank, you know what the word excuse means, right?
yeah,
You're
yeah, I
looking
know what
for a
that means. Yeah.
reason. But for you to pick St. George Floyd to do that on, that's crazy to me.
I mean, I don't think it's crazy. And I don't feel like we took him and just like, oh, we knew his history. I mean, because you gotta remember too, at the time, not a lot of people knew about his past. It came out
No,
after the
I think
fact, after
no,
all
it
the,
was broadcasted
burnings and
out there
everything
pretty
like that.
quickly. No, people were well aware of his past very quickly. There were people that
That's not true.
decided to overlook. Oh, okay, fair enough. I don't know
Yeah.
what to tell you. Do you think if God forbid there was another George Floyd today, would you be okay with multiple weeks and months of looting and burning cities?
Nah, I'm not gonna say that. I don't really support the violence of it all. I'm just more so on the side of people get tired of shit done to everyday Americans, at a in the sport what's the word unproportionate rate. You know what I'm saying? So like when and like you were saying earlier that white people get killed more than black people in this country by police, by the hands of police, and you're not really acknowledging the fact that there are more white people than there are black people
Of course.
in the United States.
That's
You know what
obvious.
I'm saying? So it's kind of like the same thing, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I would. Are you not mad that white people get killed by police every day?
Honestly, I've accepted it, right? And the reason why I say it that way is if police officers in any city or any state were going around and pulling people over and just lighting them up with gunfire, whether they're white or black, I would be upset about that. But whenever the way that I was brought up when I got my driver's license is you listen to and respect the police officer, even if you're in the wrong. They have a job to do. They want to go home safe to their family. And at no point when an officer has pulled me over, and unfortunately I've been pulled over a lot, at no point was I disrespectful or didn't listen to that police officer, even the few times where they came up and was kind of a dick. And
A dick, right?
I wanted to say, fuck you, lose the attitude. But I just know
Yeah.
that the man is doing his job. Maybe he's having a bad day. I'm not going to make his day worse. I'm just going to do whatever the fuck he wants me to do. Take my ticket, and if I did not do anything wrong, fight it out in court.
Yeah.
I just don't get why you guys people don't talk about that more. That George Floyd, they try to put him in the back of a police car. Jacob Blake,
Uh,
he went and tried. Did you say no?
no, I said, I was
Right.
listening.
So
I was listening.
once again, it is always to me, and once again, maybe there are cases I'm unaware of, but to
Yeah.
me, it's always not listening to the police officers. So go ahead, respond.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I there's definitely cases where you're unaware of that happening. Like, I mean, I can just give you one example with the Castillo. You remember the guy who had he was a licensed firearm holder in his car, and he was, listening to every instruction the police gave him. He ended up getting killed.
Okay,
That's just
so
one example of
I'm not aware of it. So you're saying that
yeah,
the police pulled him over for some reason.
right.
The cop was giving him directions and just out of nowhere shot him.
Yeah, so let me give you some background. So, and there's a whole video of it. You can even look up the video,
I
watch it
can
yourself,
assure
do
you
your own
that if
research.
that is the case, my guess is something went wrong, right? Why weren't you guys
Yeah, with
looting and
the
burning shit
cop.
down for that one then?
Well, like I said, with the George Floyd was a tipping point. Castillo happened before George Floyd. There was a number of police shootings that were happening in during that time that people were just tired. They were tired. They were frustrated. Hey, man, we're trying to tell you, you're killing at. Okay, so here, let me tell you this. So Costello, in the video, you can see he's telling the officer, "Hey, I have a firearm in the car. I am going to reach for my license to give you," because the cop was telling him, "Hey, we need your license, we need your registration, all that." So when he reached to give him his license and everything, that's when the cop shot him. So he was telling the cop, "Hey, there is a gun in the car. There's a firearm in the car. So you're aware already. You don't have to be on arms because I'm already telling you that there is a gun in the car."
Okay,
Now,
so let's.
how you
I'm not
reacted is
even
just your
gonna
own
fact check
fear.
it. Let's just say that's one.
Yeah,
Well, how many would
yeah,
you
that's
say
one.
that are just like that, where the person that died did nothing wrong, that listened to the cop 100%?
There's a number of cases like that, man.
Give
I
me a
mean,
number.
honestly
Give
and
me a
truthfully,
number. Give me a number.
I, I would probably say like 20 cases. 20 cases. I would have to look into them. I've seen a good amount of those cases where people are listening to the cops, and like you said, some cops have bad days. where some cops are just trigger happy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bad apples, and then I'll also say there's bad apples on both sides. I'm not gonna sit here and play victim and act like, oh, people are just so perfect. We're so perfect and we never do anything wrong. That's not the case. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that you have to acknowledge that there are bad people on both sides. You can't just
Sure.
look at one
No
side and say,
problem.
"Hey, you are more violent because of a statistic," when in reality there are things that push that statistic forward. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, sure.
So,
People
yeah,
from both sides murder people, 100%. There's just
right.
one side that does it more.
I, I mean, you could say, okay, well, okay. So
But
if you
why
say
is
that,
it? Why? And I mean this sincerely. Why is it if somebody came up here, and which they
yeah,
have plenty of times, and said, "Look, if it's a shooting at a school or a place
right,
of worship or a mass shooting, it's a
right.
white person, most likely."
Yeah,
And I can
I'm,
acknowledge
I'm
that
glad you're
zero
acknowledging that.
hesitation.
I'm glad you're acknowledging that. Yeah.
Okay, and I acknowledge it zero hesitation. But whenever I say stats say that black people are murdering more people throughout the country, even with those three categories included, not many people could acknowledge that. I don't get that.
Yeah, I mean, because I feel like, okay, when we talk about black people killing other people, most of the time it's black on black. If
That
you
makes it better.
look up that stat, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying most of the time it's black on black crime. I feel like white people, they take that statistic and they put it on themselves as if we're going to white neighborhoods and killing you guys. Yeah.
I think
Okay.
most of the crime is done within proximity. I don't feel like,
They're gonna come and kill us.
yeah, I don't feel like at all in any
What
way,
happened?
shape, or form that anyone who's a
Hold
Black
on,
American is killing
Edward. I got rid
anyone.
of you. You're making too much noise. Lexus, how are you, love?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Your thoughts on the conversation with Kane before I let somebody else up?
So my thoughts on the conversation are: do you guys know what is this man's name? Because I heard you mentioning something about having a weapon on you when you get pulled over or something like that, right? I
Are you
think
talking
you
to
said.
me?
No, I think that was Kane,
Oh, okay,
actually.
go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. What were you saying?
Yeah. Did you? I was wanted to bring this up because there is a man, a gentleman, a Black American man who goes around and he always records himself. He gets pulled over and he has a concealed carry license, and he always conducts himself very respectfully, keeps his hands in within sight at all times, makes sure he lets the
Right.
officers know immediately, and it's just very
Yeah.
clear and assures them of their safety, and just makes sure that he's not making any sudden moves and is very cooperative. And he's
Right.
never seemed to have had much trouble.
Yeah.
Now, as opposed to, I'm not sure, I don't know which cases you were referring to specifically, but I did want to mention this gentleman because he's a shining example of how you're supposed to conduct yourself, especially when you have a concealed firearm on your person. And I
Yeah.
think that it is important to take that into account, that someone, who looks like him, who's a Black man, is able
Yeah.
to get pulled over on a regular basis and is not in fear for his life.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say where we. I thought you were going to keep going with
No,
that
I
one.
just wanted to mention that because I heard it mentioned yesterday. As I think it was yesterday. Sorry, it could have been, honestly, I don't remember what day. But I just wanted to mention that because I just think that at the end of the day, these statistics and this narrative of Black people or Black Americans can't walk out of their homes without feeling like they're going to be unalived by a police officer is kind of, I don't know. I'm not saying that it's not legitimate, but I'm also saying that I don't
Say it,
think that it's
Alexis.
entirely
It's
accurate
bullshit.
either. I'm
All right,
sorry.
so it's bullshit. Are you afraid
Yeah,
to
well,
say
I
it's
think
bullshit?
if you are just conducting yourself in a manner that is respectful and compliant with the police officer and their
Right.
requests, I don't think that you should have as much trouble. Now I understand if the officer's requests
Now,
are illegal, but you know,
I agree. Alexis, I agree with you completely. I believe that there are a lot of cases where, once you tell an officer, hey, I have a weapon, I'm not doing anything, illegal or anything like that. Most officers will comply with that. Say, hey, you're good. Just don't make any sudden movements. Okay, cool. But you have to acknowledge at the same time that there are some officers that are going to kind of try to push you over the edge. And that's kind of where Black people stand, because there are a lot of cases where a Black person has been compliant, just in the case of what I was saying earlier, and the officer still is trying to get that Black person to make a sudden move or make an action that they don't like, to where they can,
Antagonizing, in
you're
a
right,
sense.
antagonize them in a sense, to where, hey, I'm going to keep pushing you until you make a move that I deem that is fearful for my life, and I take a decision on that. So that's kind of where we stand with that. I'm not saying, like I said, I don't play victim. I deal with police officers all the time. I don't really ever have a problem.
Mm.
Um, so, but just because my experience isn't that, I'm not going to take away from others' experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
no, and
in
that's
that
fine.
sense.
And there are, just as there are bad people, there are bad officers in this world. But I just find it interesting. Now, I'm not saying that there is not a preconceived notion already there, but
Hmm.
I think that this whole concept of just genuine and great immense fear is played up to a bit of an extent that is not necessarily true.
All right, just hold on one second. Let me go to Malu, I think it says. I'm sorry, it cuts off. Where are you from? Malu? All right, gone. Escape, where are you from?
Sorry, I was washing my hands. I am from Mississippi.
All right, and what brings you up here this morning?
I was waiting a while and I was just trying to give a statistic for something someone was mentioning earlier. I believe y'all were looking at an FBI stat, and someone mentioned that those stats pretty much just show arrests and not necessarily convictions, etc. And just wanted to mention that over 50% of exonerations are Black people being exonerated or found innocent after being falsely
Yeah, but
convicted.
I never get that argument, Escape. And the reason why I say that is it seems like when people make that argument, they want to focus on the couple dozen exonerations, but not the few thousand murders. That doesn't make sense.
It,
How does that, does it make sense to you on why we should focus on that?
so for me, if anything, the amount of arrests should ring an alarm in your head about how surveilled Black people are, more so than how criminal Black people are.
So we're blaming the police officer we're blaming the police for the people that are murdering people?
This is why when we say that over policing Black communities is actually more dangerous for Black communities,
Oh, that's
because
tremendous.
because
So,
we're aware of the fact that it's oftentimes not more protective; it's actually more harmful.
well, let's use Washington, D.C. as an example. The sitting president of the United States, which I assume you did not vote for based off your opening statements here, he sent in the National Guard to Washington, D.C. Was that a good thing or a bad thing?
Just according to their crime statistics and seeing that crime had fallen in a couple of the places where he was initially sending people, it seemed counterproductive.
Okay, okay, no problem. I'll just go to my next question. Did less people die the 30 days that the National Guard was in DC? From gun violence, of course.
Yes,
Okay, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
always a good thing.
Okay, so we have the most recent example of more law enforcement on the streets saves lives. Can you give me an example of where less police or less law enforcement saved lives?
Yeah, actually in Baltimore recently, they
Okay.
This is a place that has historically had high crime rates, but the new mayor has been integrating more public health initiatives into what they do. And that's really what's more needed, more so than police. So because of that,
So
there's
elaborate. What's needed more?
more public health initiatives and more community initiatives, more mental health initiatives, things that help them help police so that in certain instances, they're not even sending police officers out if it's more a call that really needs someone that's a mental health respondent.
So if
So that
Donald
it
Trump
doesn't end
announced
up,
today
so
that
that it
he's
doesn't
sending
end
the
up
National Guard to Baltimore, would
so
you
that
be
it doesn't right so that it doesn't end up being a situation that gets escalated, right?
okay? Good.
And because of that, crime has dropped, I want to say close to 25%. It's been
Okay.
some record drops there, which was another reason I
Okay.
was surprised when I heard he's also sending it to that
Well,
city with another
hypothetically,
black mayor. Yeah.
let's just do round numbers. A city has 1,000 murders in a year. It drops 25%. So now we're down to 750 murders. There's still a problem that needs help, right? Do you agree?
Absolutely.
Okay, so if Donald Trump says we still have a problem there, it's still not 100% safe. Let's send in the National Guard and save more lives. Would you embrace that?
I think that it's a temporary solution to a
No problem.
long-term
But over
issue
30 days, we're going to save lives. So is that a good thing or a bad thing?
for 30 days, possibly, if nothing gets out of hand. The issue, though, is that some of the students on the HBCU campuses, et cetera, were having instances where there were some of the military officers around the campuses, et cetera. So things like that, where you again have to worry about being surveilled. And these are not necessarily the same interactions that white people are having with
So do
the
you think
military.
that if the National Guard goes to Baltimore, murder rates will go up?
I don't want that to be the case. No. I think that more people will try to steer clear of them because they don't trust the police or anyone affiliated.
If I lived in a city that had a lot of gun violence, I would be begging my mayor, my governor, or the president to send in more law enforcement.
So here's the thing, most of the cities that have a lot of gun violence are in states that have a lot of gun violence. And most of the states that have a lot of gun violence are red states because they have very relaxed gun
Man,
laws
with
where
all
you
due
can get
respect,
where
okay,
you can get a
that's
gun very easily
escape.
off the
Stop,
street.
please. If you
So
look at the
if you
cities
want
with
to get
the
if you want to look at
escape,
how the
hello,
states are rated, you can
Hel-
see that even in the
hello,
state that I'm from,
hello,
they have
escape.
F
Is this thing on?
ratings. They have F
Escape,
ratings. That's why you get a city like Mississippi
but
that has an F
Mississippi's
rating
a
because
state, not a city.
you get a city like Memphis in Tennessee, for example, rather
Right. All right,
that
escape. Hold on one
but
second, please. You're like a whatever. Doesn't matter. Point I want to make is most of these cities that are that have horrendous gun violence, most of them, over 90% of them, are run by Democrats. And the reason why I focus on the city and not the state is because the mayor for that city is responsible for the police budget and making sure that the right police chief is in charge and that they are putting enough officers in certain areas to
right.
prevent it.
And so many know and understand that the reason he's even sending them there is because they're blue states. And
Well, Tennessee is not a blue
many
state. That's a lie.
I'm sorry, they're blue cities with blue mayors
Right.
that don't agree with the way he's doing things. So many of them are aware of why he's even sending
But can you
people
give
to
me
those.
a city with horrendous gun violence numbers that are run by a Republican?
So sure, I can look that up for you.
Yeah, go
Absolutely.
ahead. Look it up. And if you can, get a screenshot of the numbers and let me know if when you do look it up, let me know if you would send the National Guard to that city, whatever it may be, or the cities above it that are much higher in gun violence.
So my question to you is, would you rather one city be fixed or the entire state?
If we
Well,
can only start with one city at a time, I would argue cities and then the
Would
state.
you rather one city or the entire state be fixed?
One city at a time and then eventually the
Would
whole
you
state.
rather one city or the
One
entire
city at a
state?
time and then eventually it would be the whole state.
The entire
That's how that
state.
works.
So to me,
Yeah,
if
but you
you
gotta
could
start
on the
somewhere.
front end, if you could on the front end make it where people have sufficient background checks, and you see that by doing that, it significantly decreases the gun violence.
I'm sorry,
rate on
Escape.
the
Why
back
are
end.
you deflecting from your point about?
No, my point is that a lot of this is for show. That is
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Do you think it was for
Yeah.
show that less people died in D.C.? Well, even if let's say it was for show,
Because
it
the
should
things
be
that are go- because the
it
things
should
that are
be
gonna
great
be
job, President Trump. Thank
because the
you.
things that are going to be long term are the things that are more public health related and are more community focused, like I mentioned, that are happening in Baltimore. Right?
And I agree with those things. Hold
Those
on,
are the things that
Escape. I
anybody
agree
should
that
want
there
to
are
be
things
getting behind.
that we can do for long-term effects, right? But if a city has the opportunity for a short-term Band-Aid, whether it's Chicago or anywhere else, anybody that turns that down should be fired right away. You have a chance for 30 days of less gun violence and less violence. Why not take it? How dumb? How dumb do you have to be?
So here's the thing: if other things were being done well, it would make sense that this person is doing this out of care. But there are multiple rights also being taken away from Black people at the same time that he is sending the military in.
What rights were taken away from the Black people in D.C.?
I'm saying just in terms of in America. So, for example,
what rights were taken away from Black people by Trump?
For example, he's issued an executive order to weaken the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
How so? With the segregated ballot?
This is to make it harder to prove discrimination. Again, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was fought for by Black people for us, and it's coincidentally the same thing that CK was pushing back on hard. Secondly, the whole gerrymandering thing that you were pushing back on earlier here in the state of Texas.
But they're doing the same thing in wait, that's not affecting Black people.
It is. I want to tell you how.
But Los Angeles or California is doing it as well.
And I would like to tell you why. And I would like to give you details, right? So one, gerrymandering first started politically.
Once again, how is it affecting Black people today? Stop the bullshit. Okay, the frustrating part for me.
Today in Texas, it will take at least 3 Black votes to equal 1 white vote.
What?
That is how.
Where do you get that? Where do you get that? Where do you get that?
As a result of the bill that just got passed by Trump.
Okay,
he just called using the Constitution.
Stop. The gerrymandering in California, it's 7 white votes. That's going to equal 1 Black vote. You see how easy it is to spew bullshit?
And if you let me finish, I can tell you that this was mentioned. This was mentioned in California that, hey, please don't do this in Texas. Please don't do this in Texas. Please don't do this in Texas, because you will give us no choice but to do this in California because you are cheating in Texas. They kept saying, please don't do this.
No, stop it.
And
where did you get the 3 for 1? Stop. I'm going to mute your dumbass. I'm going to mute your dumbass. Explain to me where you got the 3 for 1, please. Unmute and give me a source that I could verify what you just said, please. Just give me a source. I don't want to hear anything else. Do we know how to unmute? All right, give me the source. Where do I verify that 3 for 1 bullshit?
Okay, I will find you an article right now.
All right, go ahead.
And
no, you don't have to say anything else. I want to verify that.
Okay, you not knowing that and hosting this live is
you not knowing. Okay,
it's peak white privilege. But go ahead.
Peak white privilege. All right, fair enough. I'll take it. All right, can you just go get the source? Come off mute whenever you have it. All right, I think it said Garnett. Garnett, where are you from?
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Drop me. I must have hit the button on accident.
You're
I
fine,
am so
beautiful.
sorry.
You're fine. No worries about it. I hope you have a great day. Well, go ahead, Kane. What do you got? Okay, Kane. Nothing. All right. Uncle
Man.
James, I think it
No, you
says.
hear me? You hear me? Host, can you
Uncle
hear me?
James. Oh, go. Go. I'm sorry. I thought that
Hello?
was Uncle James. I apologize. Go ahead, Kane. It seems like you're lagging, Kane. You're breaking up now.
Uh,
All right, Kane, hold on. Let me go to DA, it says. Where are you from, sir?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Durham, North Carolina.
All right, what brings you up?
Oh, I was just listening to the conversation. Yes, when you have that kind of violence, you do need to send the National Guard. And the people there, if you look at the people in Washington, I know a lot of guys are walking around like this is the first time I could really walk around with my jewelry on for real.
And why do you think why do you think mainly Democrats, did not want the National Guard going in?
It's all politics, man. It's all politics. Real anyone with common sense would say, okay, it's a problem, and no police is like ridiculous when you have that kind of a problem. So I believe it's just all politics.
I'm with you. Kira, I let you up. Kira, I'll give you one sentence, but I'm going to end this live. I have to end this live for a conference call. All right, Kira, you dropped yourself. I appreciate you all. I have a conference call starting at 9:30. For those that care, Donald Trump right now is addressing the Department of War. I have it on mute, so I don't know what he's saying. Click the link in my bio. Follow my YouTube. I appreciate you all, and I will be back later on today. I appreciate you all.